Hey there, kids. It's me, Oni the Unicorn. And I'm here to tell you that f***ing your dreams ain't cheap. In fact, it costs a ton of cash to do. So that's why me and the Oh No Radio Show need your help. Just go to the website displayed below and hit us up with some cash, yo. $1, $5, $1 million if you have it to spare. Any amount is appreciated. Well, I gotta go because these dreams ain't gonna fuck themselves. See ya!
No.
No! God, please, no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no. Oh hell no.
You are listening to the Oh No Radio Show.
Eat a bag of dicks.
So, yeah, we've been gone for a while, but I wanted to say a couple of things. First, number one, Merry Christmas. Number two, I wanted to ask the question, do you guys, like, brush your teeth when you poop?
Oh no, baby. Oh no. Oh no. I don't want you anymore. Yes, baby, I told you before. You went away and you said you left me, and now you live in misery. Although you want me to take you back, you said you're sad about this and that.
Whoa, no, baby. Indeed. We are back once again. And, man, I'm sorry about the absence of shows. I'm sorry about the lack of content. I'm sorry that you people that don't do nothing for me had to wait on the experience that you're given for free. I'm so sorry that you had to wait a couple weeks for us to come back. Jesus Christ. These motherfuckers, everybody's just been like, hey, when are you going to do a show? Hey, what's going on? You know, can you do a show, Owen? Hey, Owen, you're the host. You do this thing. Can you do? Hey, we need a show. And I'm all like, you know what, people? If you want a show, then you need to give me more money. And patreon.com/OwenRS is where you do that. By the way, my name is Owen. I am the captain of the shit ship. It has been a couple weeks, and it's great to catch up with my two good friends. I don't talk to them, by the way. This is the thing. See, these people might die. I don't talk to them unless we do the show. So if Ty dies, like it's on you. It's on you that we didn't get, like, him on the show because he's a miserable, like, guy in his basement. Like, he might be depressed and off himself. It would be on you if he did that because he wasn't talking to us and we weren't doing the show. Anyway, so there's myself, Owen, Captain of the Shit Ship. There's Ty. He is the Lizard Wizard. Don't off yourself, Ty. And then, of course, is my one and only mustache muse, Mikey B. How are my scumbag compatriots this evening?
I'm doing fine, but I would also like it to be mentioned and known that I did reach out and asked if you were okay.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard from you in a couple days.
Yeah,
Just
I didn't like it.
Buddy check-in.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. He was reaching out to me. He was just like, "Yo, man, no, like things going through a lot." It's a holiday. He's it was so gay. It was so gay. You're like, I don't need you reaching out to me. Like,
Chat, please support me when I say, when you all know that Owen has literally bitched to us that we didn't check up on him when he was sick. And he wasn't even sick this time. I was just doing a friendly mustache check-in. Hey, how you doing? Just making sure everything's okay. And now he's crying.
All I'm saying is I didn't need it. You know, I didn't need it. Like it was like, it was a little much.
Fair enough.
I was having a real good night, and you really like bummed me out too. It was like hanging with my friends, like my real friends. Like we were sitting by we were having like, it was a fire going, and like now you're like hitting me up with all this heavy shit. Like, Owen, you doing all right? And like, oh, hard times. Oh,
Haven't heard from you, man. Just
haven't
making
heard
sure you're
from
still
you."
alive.
Like, yeah. I was just like, ugh, yeah, okay. I gotta text this guy back. Like, what a bummer, right? Like, ruined my night. It was mid. You know how like porch dance parties go, Ty. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like so
Yeah.
he's interrupting a sort of dance porch party situation with his
You
like
can't let that get to you, man.
just these really oh man, so gay, like, why are you doing that? Like, I just leave me alone. I'll let you know when it's time to do the show. This is how it works. You're on. See, he thinks he's gonna get up to like commission basis, so the more he does this show, he gets paid per episode. That's what he's trying. I see what he's doing, and so he's like, oh, we got to do a show. Because if I don't, I won't get paid. And then, like, I see how it's going. I see what he's doing.
I'm really just trying to get to the point where I make any money at all.
Oh,
for the show.
Well, me too. Me too.
I was
Again,
gonna say I know I'm in line, but I don't know that the trickle down gets I don't know that there's any even little micro streams down.
oh, well, I mean, that's you get to hang out with me. Like that's kind of that's your
Send us
payment.
that belt. Give it to
That
us.
is not. That's a non-negotiable. Nope. That's
never happening.
It's a non-negotiable. Nope. Like the house will burn down. Like before that happens. Like it's take everything. I would say Teresa, but I'll save her first before the belt, right? She's
Are
about.
you sure?
She's like if I had my cat and it's cat or belt, it's a tough one. Like it's.
Wait, if it was Ginger or the belt?
Yeah, Ginger or the belt. Well, and I'd have to. Oof, like it would be a tough decision.
You'd have to woof.
Yeah, I don't know.
Golly, Owen. I thought Ginger was a big deal.
Yeah. Well, she was. I mean, it depends how old she was.
Okay, hold on,
If it
hold
was
on, hold
younger
on.
Ginger, maybe not. But old Ginger, it's like okay, well,
I was gonna say a 5-year-old Ginger.
Yeah, no. I can't do that. No. Too many good years. Gotta. I'd let the belt melt, and I'd cry, and I'd somehow
You would resent Ginger.
Yeah, I
though.
would.
know
I would
that.
resent her. Like, what I chose is like, and I'll never own one again because all my worldly possessions are gone. The only thing I cared about was my belt, and now you
that
stole
fucking
it from
belt.
me. You stole it from me, cat.
You stole it with one of your 9 lives. That's so bad.
Yeah, well, let's hop right into it because it seems like time has moved so fast in the last couple weeks that we've talked. I've heard that Mikey B, you've not only got yourself into a car wreck, but you might even be trying to adopt cats.
Okay, so for one, I'm not trying to adopt the cats because I know I can't have them.
Why is this? Why?
What they call it? Okay, so my apartment wants like $400.
Oh, okay. What if I pay it? What if I pay it?
You put $400 in my hand, and then we'll see if the cats keep coming. Because
Okay,
right now,
okay.
right now, so I've been at work,
Mm.
and there's cats that live across the street from my work because there's residences over there.
Street cats.
But neither one of them got collars on them.
No.
And they keep coming over and being
Just two of them. Two of them.
There's a black one and like a white and orange like tabby.
Oh,
Looks
that's
a
the one.
little-
That's the nice one. That's the better one. Yeah.
But they've both been coming around and like, at least been receptive to me being like, "Hey, kitty, hi."
Are they following you? Are they following you up your stairs, up to your apartment and stuff?
No, now this is at work.
Oh,
They
at work. At work. Oh, these are
I'll
work
be
cats.
standing-
Work street cats.
Yeah, when I go to take the trash out at the end of the night, they're out there and they come around and they want a pet. And when I leave at the end of the night,
I had this vision of you drunk, like going to your 7-Eleven, which I know is close to you, and walking to your 7-Eleven, and your street cat's like following you to and from, and you're like giving them like nibbles of your big bite and like your
Kitty Jesus.
So those two cats have both like come near my car, but the moment I turn my car on, they scramble.
Okay, yeah. That's good.
But there's a cat here, a little black cat at my apartment that keeps coming around is getting more friendly. I'm like, Black Kitty, like, don't come to. I will take you inside at least for one day and just hold you.
That's oh, that's a dangerous. That's dangerous, though.
Yes.
You know, that's dangerous.
So, but I have not really progressed any further because I know that like we do not have pet deposit money,
Yeah.
and not only is it $400, it's additional rent every month, and they've already jacked our rent up to almost $1,600.
And that is bullshit. Like, I feel like I'm okay with kind of the pet deposit thing, right? But now they charge pet rent, right? Like on top of it on most of these like apartment, places. It's like, isn't it usually like $50 a month for like a cat
Ours
or
is
something?
35.
35. So $35 a month. That cat is not like, even if it was the worst cat ever, right? $35. Could that cat do $35 worth of wear on that apartment a month? No, I don't think so. It'll
Again,
do
it's
it.
not 35. It's fucking,
That's all in the that's all in the that's all in the pet deposit. You pay the $400 or whatever it is. There should be nothing added to your rent. That's my personal thing. I don't like. I don't know. The pet rent
problem
is
is
stupid.
it's a $400 deposit, and then through the year of your lease, it's another $400. So if you leave, you get that 400. You get one of those $400 back,
But you're still it's still
out
$400
over
Right,
$400 in
right.
just pet rent.
Would you?
So that's why
okay.
the cats
If that
come in.
let me ask you this. I'm curious. If that wasn't a factor, would you take in a cat? Like, would you have a kitty?
1,000. We would have had a cat years ago.
Really?
Had our apartments not been like, no pets, you can't have those. Yeah, we would have had it. I would have brought in we would have had a dog again by now.
Probably, yeah. How much was the dog when you had it? Was that about the same, like deposit?
Well,
and everything, or?
Our dog, when we had our dog, it lived in the condo and we weren't paying rent at all.
Oh, so it passed before you moved to the new place.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, I've been actively like,
yeah,
I'm
it's
being
hard
friendly to the cats,
but yeah, it's hard because you got to balance it, right?
Yeah, I don't want to get too friendly. I mean, it'd be great if there was just a cat friend at work who every day I got to see and pet. That would generally improve my mood. I do believe that part of like the depression I'm experiencing is not having a pet, because I had one for several years.
I think me and Teresa are experiencing a bit of that too, like post Ginger. Like we're in that, like, I get it, is what I'm saying.
So, I'm actively avoiding the universal cat distribution system. But the other giant thing, and the funny.
But when you say that, though, like, I do believe that cats do tend to try and adopt humans more than the other way around. Like, cats definitely, like, make their mind up, like, I like this human, and I want to be, like, this human seems like I want to be around it. And it tends to work better when it's that way around with a cat human relationship than when someone goes and just adopts a cat. It doesn't work as well. It doesn't.
No. And so the other thing that's happened in my life, as you brought up, Owen, I was recently in a car accident.
Oh man, you look really roughed up.
It was a low speed fender bender.
What'd you do? Was it your fault? Was it your fault? His fault?
Yeah, I bumped him.
Oh. Boo,
So
Mikey, boo.
I looked in my mirror to see if I could get over, because I had to get over to go into my turn lane. And when I turned back, he was already at he was probably doing like 5, but he was coming to a stop. And so I turned and just like banged his bumper real quick.
So you did what I kind of did at the Winn-Dixie a few months back. Yeah, bit of the same deal. All right, so you have to go through the whole ordeal with no damage to really either car, just kind of paint scrapes, that type of deal, or what?
No, so my bumper from getting like sideswiped like 7 or 8 months ago.
Oh yeah.
My bumper was already kind of off and being held like on with a little bit of tape, and the car bra that is on my car.
Oh yeah. I like how the car bra is. That's almost a euphemism too for some women's titties, right? Like
Yeah,
some
you
titties
damn
would
right.
not even be really titties unless they were in the bra. They would be more because they're so saggy, they're hanging down. Like
Yeah.
they're
So
more belly than they are titty in a weird, at a certain state. So like they're holding it. Your car
they're
bra
holding
is
my bumper
holding
on in place.
it's holding your metaphorical
Car titties.
car titties in place. Yes.
Yeah. So my car suffers almost no perceivable damage,
Good.
and since then I've really found that nothing really happened. I think one of my wheels might be just slightly out of alignment, but nothing crazy, and nothing's happening in the car.
Right.
He got a little, like, it looks like someone punched the corner of his bumper in, and I must have pushed his bumper just a little bit.
What type of
'cause
car?
his
Nice car? Shitty car? Like,
Nissan, like a newish Nissan Altima,
okay, but nicer than your car. Worth more than your car.
definitely.
Yeah.
So, I do the right thing because I immediately like put my blinker on. I'm like, I'm getting over to go pull in.
We'll
and
talk
so we
about this. Let's pull aside, right? That type of deal. Yeah.
Yeah. Halfway in my heart, like, because as I start to roll, I notice there's no damage to my car. My car's driving fine. I'm not like dragging my bumper. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like nothing's really happening to my car. So if this dude 100% decides to just drive the fuck away,
You're not
I'm
gonna
not
be
gonna-
mad about it.
I'm not going to give one fuck.
Yeah.
So, nope, this guy pulls into, if you're familiar with it, the corner of University and Cimarron, there's a Taco Bell right there.
Okay. Yeah.
So we pull behind that, and I'm like, hey, bro,
I'm gonna go out on a limb here, just because of the area of town that this was a Hispanic male.
No.
No? Oh wow. Okay. All right. Just okay.
I'm going to tell you the whole story, and you can guess his ethnicity one more time at the end of the story.
Okay. I like it.
So first of all, we pull in, and he stops about 10 feet into the driveway. Like I can barely get my car into the driveway before this dude is stopped with his hazards on and out of his car. Like,
man,
we're going to handle this in like an active Taco Bell pull in.
Oh no, dumbass. Like, okay, so he's like almost like in line for the drive-through when he's doing this. Like
basically,
right,
he's like
right.
pulled in just barely off the road. So we I get out, and I'm confused, and two, I'm like, hey bro, really sorry. I turned to look, and I'm sorry I tapped you.
Sorry. Yeah.
And he's like,
I
oh, it's
pranged
okay.
you.
He's like, it's okay. I'm like, are you all right, bro? He's like, I'm fine. And I'm like, okay, so what are we gonna?
Yeah, what are we gonna do?
I'm like,
are we getting insurance involved in this? What are we doing here?
So I'm like, whatever you want to do, man.
I'm cool.
Can we pull in out of this active inlet? Because several people have already pulled around us coming into this thing.
Like, get out of the way, dickheads. Yeah.
I'm like, there is going to be a second accident because someone's just going to rear end me.
Yeah.
Coming into this,
or clip you, like you as a person, like
clip me or clip this person.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, you're right. Gets in his car. We pull around. So now we're in like a parking lot behind the Taco Bell.
Okay.
And I get out, and again, I'm like, hey man, I really apologize. And he's like trying to shut his trunk because his trunk has popped up and it's just kind of open. And he's like, yeah, I can't really get my trunk closed, so I'm going to have to call the cops. And I'm like, that's cool. Like I'm all down with that.
No, I mean, no, you're not. No one's ever down with that, but fair.
Well,
yeah,
why isn't insurance info good enough?
Yeah, right. Just do the info. Why you got to call it? Because you got to get the accident report for the insurance. That's what you got to do.
From what I know, and from what this person told me, honestly, he's like, if I could shut my trunk, we wouldn't
Would've
even.
would drive off type thing.
He's
Yeah.
like, I can probably pop the bumper dent out myself once I get home. But he's like, this looks like the metal's bent, and
I mean, he has a
I'm
good point. He has a good point.
Yeah. And I was like, no, man, I 100% understand. I got on my I had to call my wife and be like, hey, can you send me the link to our insurance, because
Yeah.
I can't find it.
That would be me. That would be me. Yeah.
So she sends it to me, and thankfully I downloaded it and I have it on my phone now.
Yeah.
And I start rummaging through my glove compartment because in trying to get my insurance, after I get it or have my wife sending it to me, I'm trying to find my registration. I find my registration.
Uh-oh.
And it's expired.
No, Mikey.
Yep.
No, Mikey.
Now hold on.
Hang on.
So I immediately start like sweating bullets.
God damn it, Mike.
Mind you, I'm not drunk. I haven't been drinking. I literally had just gotten out of work. I was on my way home from work. So here's the bad thing. The night that I got in the accident, it had gotten pretty chilly. It was not cold.
When was
the morning.
it? When was it?
It was like 2 Mondays ago.
Okay.
So it is probably like 60 degrees outside. And mind you, it was not cold in the morning.
So you're not prepared for it right now. Yeah.
I'm in khaki shorts and a white t-shirt.
Yeah.
That is slightly moist from me being at work all day.
You need a hoodie at least to stay warm. Yeah.
I got nothing in my car. So I'm standing out, like I'm back and forth checking on this guy to make sure everything is, but we trade information, we're all set, and we're just waiting on whoever's going to show up. So we wait about an hour.
I was going to ask
already.
How long. Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, this is taking forever. And this guy looks at me and he goes, hey man, we exchanged information. If you want to go, you're more than welcome. Like, I already have your information. I have a picture of your license, if the cops need it or anything. And I'm like, I don't know, man. That sounds like it's real easy to be misconstrued as like a hit and run.
Right. Yeah.
And as much as I do want to just be like, my license is, I didn't tell him, but as much as I just want to say, hey, I'm going to do that. I'm just going to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. It would look bad when you got your registration that's expired, essentially.
Yeah. So I am stuck between the rock and the hard place of thinking, like, no matter what, they're going to figure out my registration is expired and I'm fucked. I'm either at the lightest, I'm leaving my car right here in a sketchy back Taco Bell parking lot, which I don't want to do.
Yeah, no, true.
At the worst, they're arresting me for my license or
could
my
happen
registration
too.
being expired.
Yeah,
and considering I've got a significant
driving
record.
Yeah.
It could just be like, all right, man.
Yeah, that one dickhead cop, and you're going to jail for the night.
And mind you, I have my my medical vape with me.
That's a thing to think about though too, because
they could still just go like, well, have you used it? And now we're going to put you through the whole process because we know that there's a possibility you were using your vape pen. So we wait. He calls the cops again, and they're like, hey, it's in queue, but apparently there was a sinkhole at the airport that day. So all the cops are tied up with this sinkhole.
All right.
And they tell us it's going to be probably another 45 minutes to an hour. I call my wife. I'm like, hey, you're getting off work. Can you just come down here in case on the light end, I'm just not allowed to drive away from here.
Right.
So we wait and we wait. My wife shows up. Everything's cool. Like this guy is outside, like puffing a cigar. He moves his golf clubs out of the back of his car or out of his trunk into like the actual back of his car.
Yeah, because his trunk won't close, so he's got yeah.
And we're talking because I was really forthright. I was like, here's my insurance, here's a copy of my license, like I'm all good. Like if you're okay, like we'll just keep waiting. So we're like starting to chat it up, and he's a really nice dude. He was asking me where I was going. He was coming back from playing golf. Everything's really cool. And we come around the corner, we see light, and the lights pop on, and I'm like, all right, well, here's our officer.
Yeah.
It's FHP.
Okay.
So I'm immediately shitting double bricks now, because these guys are usually really like by the books, like everything that they're going to look at everything. And I'm like, well, fuck, now I'm power fucked. This is awful.
I never really thought of FHP. By the way, though, from those out of town, that's not your city cops now. It's Florida Highway Patrol. Coming to.
It's almost like federal police.
Yeah,
basically.
well, I mean, it's state police, isn't it?
Yeah,
like, it's state rather than county or city.
And
yeah,
in my experience,
I guess I would be more. I don't know. I've had mixed. I think I've had worse relationships with county cops than the state ones. But I get what you mean, though, because it's that higher level of government that's like, oh yeah, and what you said about by the book, like this could fuck me. They might not be able, even if they're cool, they might not
to do anything,
to turn a blind eye to one.
So I'm kind of getting nervous because in my experience, it's always been from easiest or from best to worst. It's like sheriffs, city cops, and down there at the bottom being the worst was FHP, because FHP has been real sticky with people and me that I've had interactions with.
All right, fair.
So this guy rolls up, he pulls up, and he's gonna back in so he can like illuminate the whole scene with both of our cars, because our cars are parked right next to each other. So he pulls directly to the in front of my car, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm fucked now. Like, he has to look at my license and go,
right,
that's not registered. And he backs up about 15, 20 feet, so he's not blocking anything, and approaches. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm mentally preparing to be like, well, this is going to go super poorly. And he's like, hey, guys. And I'm like, hey, officer. Howdy.
Yeah.
Like a real,
like a bitch.
Like a real, I'm just like, hi, officer. What's going on?
Fancy meeting you here.
How can I bend over for you right now?
And like I wave, and in my other hand, I'm already holding like my license and my expired registration.
You're
and
nervous.
I've got my phone, and he's like, all right, guys, so let's just make this real quick. If you guys want to exchange information. And the gentleman goes, the other gentleman who's there with me, he goes, oh, we already exchanged everything. I got his license, I got his insurance. And the cop goes, oh, this is a civil matter now. Hands us 2 cards and goes, this is your case number for your insurance. I'll see you guys later.
Yeah. All right.
And immediately, like the moment he turns around, it's just like 1,000.
The weight off your
weights.
Oh my God.
And I'm just like, because the moment he said like, oh, it's a civil thing now.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I'm like 90% out of the woods now. Okay. As long as he turns around and just walks back to his car and
doesn't do the, like he takes the
he doesn't do the Colombo.
I wanted to see him take that. He does all that, and he takes like the 3 steps. He starts walking back to the car, and he goes, you know what though?
Yeah, he pulls a hard Colombo and turns around.
Right here, one of you boys ain't registered, are you? You know,
pulls the registered card. Yeah,
he takes 3 steps. And he was a young cop. He looks like he was probably like late 20s.
Oh God!
Like the fade on top, like
young cops are like, it's weird when you get a cop that pulls you over and you do have to treat them with authority, and they're so much younger than you. And
not so weird. I'm always scared shitless, and I'm always so compliant.
Yeah, well, no, I am too. Because those are the ones that might flip off the handle, like might be more than any of them.
Take a little any modicum of disrespect could warrant them just flipping on dick mode, and now we're gonna run everything through the police handbook.
But it is weird when you see them and they're like fresh and they're like, man, you look like you're 17 years old.
But had the cop walks 3 steps, and who, being a young faced cop, turns around and his eyes are both squinted. He goes, I just have one more question.
Oh no.
And I'm like,
no. He did the thing I was just saying. He did the thing.
And I'm like, okay. So he turns around and just heads right back to his car, shuts his lights off, and pulls out.
Oh, good.
I look at the guy. I'm like, all right, man. Like, again, I really apologize for, how we had to spend our evening tonight. But he's like, no, man, it was okay. He's like, honestly, I've had these little fender benders before, and this might have been the first time where the other person just willingly gave me everything.
Like, you were cool
with
it.
He didn't have to make the cops
right.
come out here and
okay, so now we get to guess the race of the dude. He wasn't a Hispanic guy. This was a straight white dude. This was a white dude.
Ty?
I'm still kind of amazed he wasn't Hispanic.
I mean, you got the golf bag, right? You got the golf bag?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm going to go Chinese or Japanese.
Oh.
Well, gentlemen, the man that I struck his vehicle with mine, elderly black man.
Oh,
probably late 50s.
Breaking stereotypes over here on the Ono Radio Show.
Yeah, bro. Golf bag, smoking a cigar, like smoking a fat cigar, and I like this guy. His time.
Was he cool older black dude where he's got like a little bit of the white beard? Like I love a white gray beard on a black man. I think it's an incredible look.
Orange polo, cream khaki pants, white daddios, white golf daddios, I'll be specific, and a little like golf, like a little, what are those?
Visor
cabbie
thing?
No, like a little golf cabbie hat.
Okay. Good on him. Good on him.
Yeah. But he was
being cool, and I mean,
he was just thankful that I A, didn't just drive right away. And B, that I was like very forthright and just like, yeah, man, here's my stuff.
Yeah,
like,
I fucked up. My bad.
Call
let's fix it. Whatever, Like, well, that's super cool. And have you got your car registered yet? I mean, I hope that.
Yeah, I went and got it fixed like 2 days later.
That's good. But
I didn't drive for like 2 days.
Those
2 days. I was like,
no, I'm not risking that one. Yeah. Yep. Fair enough. Ty, you've been what have you been through lately? I really haven't had. I know that you've been playing a lot of D&D. Both of you have just decided that that's your lives now. Like
it's pretty great.
And then apparently you finally did your taxes.
It's been a while.
So I read, we all put notes down together, right? For every show that we do. And I'm reading these things and I'm like, oh, okay. So in Ty's words, finally did a bunch of my back taxes that I was delinquent on.
That's my accent.
First off, how delinquent on your taxes were you? How many years?
In truth, even after doing them, I have no idea how many more back taxes I have right now.
God damn it. And there's the thing. And then the second part is even more intriguing.
It's more incredulous if it's anything. I am not stoked with the government about this.
Well, then he says he's finally did his back taxes. Now he's collecting on his stimulus money and feeling rich. What stimulus money? There hasn't been a stimulus since like...
No, they gave it to him, and then they're like, oh, but we can't give it to you because you're back taxes. Yeah. So the moment he pays them, now they're like, okay, here's your free fucking money that we were holding for you.
When was that, though?
Yeah.
When was the last stimulus?
Yeah, that was 2020, I think. In 2021.
So wait, you got 2 stimmies?
I think...
there was 3 total that were given out, apparently.
Ty, he's just stealing.
But I didn't collect any of them, so I'm collecting them now.
All right, now he's got 3.
You'd think it's a little late, and the government would just be like, "Sorry, bro, you
made it through. COVID's over, bro. Pandemic's over."
It was a part of taxes. If you didn't do those taxes, you didn't get that shit.
I remember getting 1. I don't remember getting 3.
Yeah, where the fuck did we get? I didn't get. Was I making too much money to get any of them?
Maybe you were probably
No.
working or something. Like now he's getting money for like, what is going on here?
It's pretty good.
So how much money? How much stimmy money did you
Yeah,
get?
how much stimmy money did you get?
Give
me a number.
Don't lie.
Fuck around.
Don't
I don't
lie.
know. I don't know. But like, because part of it is my actual taxes, and the other parts, I didn't see the actual fucking numerical breakdown yet.
So Ty, you give us a roundabout number of how much the government just decided to give you now because you finally paid them what you actually owed them.
I mean, I think it's like 15 to 2,000
Okay,
somewhere.
all right.
I don't know.
All
Something
Not,
like that.
dude. If you were gonna say like, yeah, they gave me $6.5 grand back, I'd be like,
I'm leaving.
Well, that's what the
I'm-
government.
I would turn
owes
my
me.
camera off
I'm-
right
Yeah,
my,
I'm, like, I'm
Like,
leaving.
show's
I'm done.
over.
I'm done. Yeah.
my
yeah,
return is better than that, but from stimulus, that's what I got.
Yeah. Okay.
now I'm back to being mad.
I'm
Now
still
I'm back
mad.
to
Yeah,
being mad.
I'm pretty mad. I'm pretty mad.
My full return for 3 years, because I mean, this
You
is 2020 to now, was like
I
5
didn't
grand.
know you could just not pay them and then eventually get to it, and then they'd be like, okay, well, here's money.
If you live in
Yeah.
Wisconsin, apparently you can get DUIs, do what you want. Get
It's
a
not
slap on the
Wisconsin. You could
wrist,
do this
and-
anywhere.
And
in
no,
the
I
fuck-
think it's all because of your Wisconsin brethren. Like there's
I'm
something.
pretty sure I've been paying taxes for the last I've been paying extra taxes for the last 4 years because of my DUIs. They're like, this criminal right here. No, we're not giving him money back.
I believe it. I believe it. So what? All right. So what dumb shit are you thinking of buying then?
You gotta buy a second pair of $2,000 headphones. So you have a backup.
Yeah,
you
backup.
absolute sack of dicks.
Dice, maybe just dice.
If
More
you dice goblin $1,500, I
you-
better at least get one set.
All right. You got to get Mikey a set of dice. You got to get your mom a bird on a stick. You
don't get to start doling out my money. This
I
is
will.
You gotta buy
start-
Owen another championship belt.
You know what?
From
I think that's right. I'm
Pakistan.
eyeing up a couple of them. You know, I feel like
And I get $250 worth of dice.
I mean, for real though, like this is mostly perfect Christmas timing for me to pay my fucking crazy ticket off. So that's where most.
Well,
of
that's
going.
good. That's good. All right. So
You know he's gonna go to fucking Illinois though. He's gonna take a trip to Chicago.
yeah.
and
Buy all the weed.
Yeah,
get a
can't do
bunch
that
of
yet.
weed.
Not yet.
Everyone's gonna get a homemade bird on a stick for Christmas, and Ty's gonna go to Chicago.
Ooh, a homemade bird on a stick. I kind of want a homemade bird on a stick, though. I kind of do want a homemade one. Like
Only if it's sold that way as the homemade bird on
No,
a stick.
I want you, Ty, to go out in your yard and shoot a sparrow, and then put it on a stick for me. I want you to
Taxidermy it and stick it on a stick.
Okay.
I and then send it to me in the mail. That would be my favorite gift ever. If Ty made me a real
It's a bird on a fucking stick.
if he made me a real bird on a stick, I would be impressed. That would I'll tell you what.
And if he told you that this is the stick that the bird is mounted on is the stick I used to kill the bird.
That'd be better. Yeah.
Bonus points.
Bonus points. Yeah. Get some taxidermy going on. I see Ty's already got a Christmas sweater on.
This was random Christmas present out of nowhere from
So I was
parents.
this
The parents got me this.
well this is one of my questions. You've got that crazy sweater from your parents. What is it? It's a black Santa riding a unicorn holding a sword.
I didn't know Santa canonically had a sword.
No, I never seen.
I love that it's Black Santa in general. It makes me laugh.
I also like that your parents saw that and were
I
like,
know.
"Yes, Ty would love this." Yes,
That's
Ty
like
would-
that's why I'm so ecstatic about it, just because that exact.
So this was an early Christmas present, right? Like,
Yeah.
Have you had any other early Christmas presents? Have you had an early Christmas present? I have not had an early Christmas present yet.
Well, I didn't ask for shit, so this is surprising. But yeah. Yeah.
Well, you shouldn't. You know what? You're older than me, and I'm 37. You're what? Almost you 40 yet? You're 39. What are you?
No, I'm 38.
You're
I'll be
38.
39 in March.
Yeah, you don't get to ask for presents, bro. At 38, you don't ask for presents. He's like, I didn't ask.
I don't. You're right.
He was like a child. He's like, I didn't, but I didn't ask for anything. Like,
Right.
have
right,
you had
yeah.
Mike? Have you had any early Christmas presents so far? No.
No, I had my sister call me a couple days ago while I was at work, and she's like, "What do you want for Christmas?" I'm like,
AIDS.
I'm like, hold on. I just got on Amazon and sent her my Amazon list.
Oh, your
Which
wish
is-
list?
Which is like 90% Ninja Turtles.
like a porn
from-
star? like give me.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, I put it together so that my wife knows what to buy me, so that my mom knows. I just send them the updated list every now and then. I'm like, if you're thinking about blessing me with some gifts, hey.
Hey, you know.
The other problem is, as I've said before in past years, my mom originated the Secret Santa in our family, like probably close to a decade ago now, where we all just buy one gift for another person.
That's
Right.
I do like that. I do like that. When you get to a certain age, I think that we should. Yeah, I'm gonna suggest that to my family. That
It's
we do
good,
that,
but I'm pretty
yeah.
sure they only do it because I'm really poor.
Right.
My brother and sister make money, so they could legit buy gifts for everyone. But I think it's mostly so I don't feel bad, which is kind of shitty.
That's fine though.
Whatever.
But then you don't have to buy that much. Like I like that.
Yeah. The problem is I got my brother's wife, who I'm
Oh.
not super close to. I don't know what they do. Like, I barely know what my brother does, let alone the stuff his wife does. So I'm like, I call my brother.
Candles, bro. Candles is always a good go-to. Just a set of nice candles. You're good.
Ooh.
You're
Well,
good.
I messaged my brother. I'm like, hey man, I don't really know your wife, so I don't really know what to get her. What would you suggest, or do you have any suggestion? He goes, well, I bought her pretty much everything on her Amazon wish list already, and I'm like, thanks.
Thanks. That's
Thanks,
helpful.
dude. Like, we're coming up on Christmas. You couldn't just leave anything for anybody else. But thanks.
Well, because he's so unimaginative as well that he had to basically rely on that Amazon wish list to get his wife something,
So I'm like, okay, well, fair enough. And he goes, but he made it. He did narrow it down a little bit. He goes, she likes Disney stuff, mini princess stuff, and I'm like, all right, well, that's not good because the limit's $50, and
and Disney stuff is expensive and shit.
it's especially that princess stuff. Like, it's you picked like the most expensive IPs in Disney. It's like Minnie or Princess. I'm like,
Is that the case? I didn't know that.
the princess stuff can get kind of, especially because she's an adult. They don't really make too much adult princess stuff. And so
That
I
makes sense.
just have to he also didn't tell me which princess she has an affinity for, and I just have to guess.
Oh, your mom's in the chat room telling you what to get over here.
Yes, please. Thank God.
Beach stuff. Beach stuff.
All right, beach stuff is way better. I can
beach
get her
stuff.
a couple things.
Yeah, do some beach stuff. Get her a mini surfboard ashtray. Like you get.
I'm gonna go with foam boogie board.
That's good. Yeah, get her that
with Minnie on it.
And then go to Daytona. And then go to Daytona and buy one of those shirts where it looks like your tits are out, but they're not, like it's like fake titties on the spray painted on the, like that's a good beach.
I think I probably could nail this if I took one trip to either Daytona Beach or Cocoa Beach.
I think that's what you need to do.
Really and just hit up one of those beach stores. Because I know I could score a Disney towel.
Okay, you know what? You need to go to a Ron John outlet in town. You need to find yourself a good old dude. I think there's a couple of Ron John outlets near the iDrive area. I think there's something down there. There's like a Ron John, or maybe it's not Ron John. Yeah,
Disney Springs, baby.
There you go. That's
dude. Going to another town. I'm gonna stay right here.
Yeah. Get her some Ron John, bro. Get her some.
Oh, that Disney Springs Ron John.
Oh, that's true. That's gonna be expensive.
That's gonna be more expensive than the
Then going-
beach Ron John.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
I'm gonna do it though, because fuck driving all the way out to Cocoa Beach or
Yeah.
I guess I could just do it on Amazon. That feels super terribly impersonal.
No, that's fair. So I did have to ask you guys because I opened the show with it. I was in a rush for work and I haven't done this in a long time. I remember used to doing it when I was in college a lot, but the old like pooping while brushing your teeth while pooping, and I was in a rush and I had like that second run of poops before I had to leave the house. But there's a certain amount of time I got to leave the house to get on there to work outside, and I got to brush my teeth. It's and now I got like now I got like a nice like toothbrush like with the bzz, bzz, like that whole thing. Like what do you call that thing?
With the vibrator in it.
Yeah. So I'm doing that on the toilet. I always feel
I don't
weird.
know. I feel like it's programmed into me to be two separate things. I can't do them at the same time. I don't think I can do it.
And are you eating on the toilet?
No.
Why?
I did eat.
Why?
Okay, I have eaten a chicken wing or two on the toilet. I have done.
Okay,
that
well then
before.
you see you're already gross. So
yeah.
what's stopping you now?
It's better. Brushing your teeth's better, right? Then.
I mean, I guess you're still sticking something that's technically covered in fecal particles up in your mouth. So you do what you want, bud.
I mean, it can't be that bad.
Probably not. You're still alive now.
Yeah.
And you've been doing it 38 years?
Something like that. 7.
Yeah, I mean, it can't be that bad.
Yeah. I mean,
so what I'm saying is, Owen, start eating and brushing your teeth on the fucking toilet.
Just everything in there.
Yeah, why put any... Listen, if you're already going to put food that goes into your mouth while you're on the toilet, there's literally no other horizons. You've reached... You've reached the top. Fuck, man, there's nothing worse you could do. I guess open body surgery might trump eating on the toilet. So as long as you're not getting a heart replacement on the John, you're probably okay.
Yeah, I mean, now that you put it that way, I mean, I feel like I will. I'll start eating more in the bathroom. I'll start.
That's just food, though. What about fucking? You ever fuck while you poop?
No,
I've definitely got a.
I couldn't do. I couldn't do that.
A blumpkin.
Yeah, well, that's horrendous. That's
okay. Now hold on.
Do you have
that shows such disrespect? Do
you have to be pooping though, or do you just have to be on the toilet?
See, no. If it's like, I mean, I'm banged in a bathroom. Who has I'm banged in a bathroom, right?
Yeah.
That's fine. But banging like while poop, no, you can't do that. That's for animals. That's no.
Have you guys?
Even I will draw the line there.
Have you guys fucked and ate at the same time? Pulled a Costanza?
Nibbles, not like maybe a charcuterie. I'll take a nibble off a charcuterie board.
Not like a 6-inch Italian BMT.
No.
All right. Still winning.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know you're proud that you have pulled the Costanza. I know you are.
Oh yeah, of course.
But,
why wouldn't I be?
God.
Oh, it's the two greatest pleasures in life, Owen. I ate the oil and vinegar was like dripping off the sandwich. Like I felt like a king.
Oh man, that does actually sound kind of enjoyable. I'm not gonna lie. Like
you make yourself a nice pastrami sandwich.
I was gonna go with a meatball sub. A nice hot toasty.
Oh, bro! What if you drip a hot sauce on an ass cheek? Though
no,
this is the price you pay. That's
the price she pays for letting me eat while we're fucking.
So there was also a conversation I had with another friend about the different sexual positions and how we were wondering if there's like the percentage of conception with each sexual position. Do you think that there are more like people born from like a doggy style, for instance, to a missionary to
It's the jackhammer is the one that
is the one that impregnates the most.
well because they're on a
And I'm not saying
either the jackhammer or the wheelbarrow because they're on like a.
So I'm saying the science is, of
incline.
course, all the same, right? Like, we get it, right? You go in the thing and it does the thing. Like, and if it's fertile and if it's working and then it works, right? Like, then there's like, whatever. But what
Yeah,
I'm,
there's
what,
some
I'm-
magic. It works.
but what
There
I'm,
it goes.
but what I'm asking is how, like, what's the sexual position that has impregnated the most women?
I'm saying it's the jackhammer
It's
because
not.
they're on a.
It's not.
They're
though.
on
It's
a.
not, though.
They're on
No,
a.
statistically,
they're on a
it's
slant.
missionary, no matter what.
It
That's-
has. Well,
it's-
I don't know. I think it maybe used to be, but I feel like doggy style's gone up. Like I feel like
Well, because
over the
missionary-
years,
missionary has gotten such a a bad rap as being like the vanilla of it's like the
Yeah.
whitest vanilla move that you can do.
Yeah,
so I don't
mean,
think it happens as much.
it is pretty vanilla, but it's the most basic thing for a reason, not just white people.
it's
everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it's still pretty good.
Okay,
It's good times.
also,
It's good times.
Question: when you guys are doing missionary,
Yeah.
legs
Up.
up
Oh yeah,
or
legs.
out to the
Uh,
side?
I like them on my shoulders most of the time. I
Yeah,
think that's how
I like
most
to switch it
missionary
up.
happens.
Yeah,
right?
and then I'll take them both and I'll put them both on one side. Then
you
I'll
do like
and
a
then-
throw them
and
over
then-
your shoulder.
like a
I think we
wrestling
call that
belt.
one the Continental Soldier.
yeah, like I do that, and then there's a good old like from that, like you can go to like the side, and
Then
can,
you switch both legs to her
Yeah.
being in a lazy man.
Yeah.
Can I tell you? I know it's kind of frowned upon.
Mm.
I'm a huge fan of the lazy man.
Oh, it's a good time.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a nice way, bro. It's good for everybody. Come on. Like
You're
you can-
talking like big spoon? What are we talking right now?
Yeah, like
Lazy man.
like cuddle fucking.
Yeah.
Bro, I mean, you get to hold somebody. You're
it's
laying
good.
down.
It's nice and easy. Yeah.
like nobody has to be upright or like doing a ton of exertive maneuver. It's a nice one when you're
You
kind
do
of
it. You do a
exhausted.
little pump. She does a little pump back, and you meet in the middle, and like it's a little pumping for both. But like it's a good
minimal pump on both sides.
but minimal pump. Nice and easy, does the job. I like it. Like that's always
Yeah.
a good one. I was wondering this thing too the other day because I saw this couple at work. I see all sorts of like families and different people from all sorts of walks of life at, of course, the factory working at a theme park, and you do come across some like more like outlandish characters, but then you come across these are more interesting to me in a weird way, the dull couples. You can just tell like this person is really uninteresting and that person is really uninteresting, and they got married, and they fucked, and they had an uninteresting kid, right? And my point is, or my question is, number one, I have multiple questions. Number one, do they know they're uninteresting or dull? Do they seek, and the most important one, though, is do they seek out someone that is an uninteresting person to mate with?
Okay, so I got answers for both.
Please.
Okay, so the first question, do they know they're dull? I think that depends on how many, how, as a couple, there are couples that kind of just stay insular, stay to themselves. They interact with whatever they interact with, but they really don't have friends. They may have friends, but they don't interact outwardly with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they know people at work, but they don't ever hang out with people at work. They pretty much come home, go home, and stay by themselves.
Maybe once a month the guy goes out and has a couple beers with one of the dudes from work or something.
But it's directly after work, and it really is only like a couple. It's not
Otherwise,
like,
we're talking about basically, I hate to say this, kind of my brother's life, right? Like his life is his family. Is that what we're talking about? Like, yeah.
I think,
And my brother is not a dull person. I don't want to say that either.
No.
And neither is his wife, and neither are their
But
kids. Like
that life has the potential.
I'm talking about like that next level. They have exactly that, but they are just like, they are dull people. They are boring fucking people, right? Like my brother will at least cut one up every once in a while, and so will his wife, right? Like they're like I'm talking about
Okay.
people that don't do that. I think there are people like that are just so lame that they look for lame. They have to, because that's the only way that they can.
I can put it like this. My brother-in-law is super nice guy, very sweet, loves my sister, and does a good job like raising my niece. But for all intensive purposes,
boring.
he is a very dull, just to me. To me, because
yeah.
of the way I live my life.
Would we
and
call
my
it
life is
milk toast, maybe? Like milk
Yeah.
toast.
What he is excited about, like doing his job, like wiring lights into his property, like stuff to me, just kind of dull.
Okay.
Again, sweet dude. But I do think that those people, depending on, if I've met dull people who hang out with other dull people, and when you see those like dull interactions, you can tell. But I think some of those dull people also think they are like the cut up of their group.
Oh, so
But even as
they're the cool guy in the room
in the dull group.
Yeah.
So I think though you get a weird mix of those people who are just dull, and like what they do is they go home, they make dinner, they watch whatever dull programming they watch on TV.
All right, so that guy right there, he sees one slightly like un-PC or slightly like risque like stand-up special, and he's like, "Oh man, do I have the joke for the rest of the?"
But it's
dull
not even one of the
people."
good jokes
Yeah.
from the special, because he knows that if he told one of those jokes,
it'd be too far.
go
It'd be-
bad.
It's
too far.
Yeah.
It's much like my brother and sister-in-law who are just religious. They're very religious.
That does play a role in it, right? Like religious people are probably just, I forget about that there are actually religious people out there still that care about like the church and Jesus and all that. And so their lives are just like dull as fuck. I forget about that. Like maybe that's what I miss. Maybe that's what I'm missing. Yeah.
And the way I can tell it is like my sister-in-law, when we go over and visit, she'll be talking with my wife, and they'll be telling jokes. And the jokes my sister-in-law tells that she thinks are like
edgy, like the edgy. Oh.
Yep. The things she finds edgy, I'm like,
can you give me one? Give me one, please. Give me one. Like, give me an example.
It's like when they talk about like, it's like things that are like overtly sexual. They're like, oh, that's kind of just like
gross.
It's gross. It's just too much.
Yeah.
It's those things where I'm like, oh wow, like if that's like the things that they think are too much.
Their line is a lot different than our line, and I would dare say, because even your mother listens to the show on occasion, even your mother's line, right? Like her floor is higher than that. Yeah.
And so for them, it's like their ceiling is still like just barely above my floor, where I'm like, God, dude, if that's what you find like,
pushing the boundaries or whatever. Yeah.
I'm like, bro, that just sounds so. But I mean, again, these people are all very kind, very sweet people, but it's just, I do think they're kind of dull. So to answer,
go ahead, but I do have questions for Ty about this as well.
What was the second part of the question was?
Oh, I forgot now. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
No. Like basically, like, do they like seek out? The second part was like, do they seek out those people? Like, do they actively look for people? I guess it's like anything, right? You try and find somebody that meets your sensibilities, right? Like you.
So I think by default, they they end up searching out their people, because everyone who is a me or a you or even Ty is they couldn't, it'd just be too much abrasive
yeah.
behavior all the time.
And even my brother, he's got like, a dirty side to him, as does his wife. Like, I'm that for them. I'm definitely that next level up, like that next level of like crudeness, I suppose, or whatever. And like,
you would definitely say things that Reese would never say.
Yeah. Exactly.
So and that's how you know. It's like, that you could say things to him that he probably, unless he was just
he will giggle, but he would never say it himself.
Yeah,
like that. It's like that. Like, and he's not like looking down on me, but he's like, "Ooh, I wouldn't say that. That's a little harsh."
That's
like,
a spicy one, right? Though.
Yeah. What is it? Like, I want to ask Ty, because Ty, your family does strike me as a pretty like independent, forward-thinking like family. Your mom has always had a good sense of humor with us, it seems.
Yeah.
And I'm curious, like, they raised you, for Christ's sake. So if you exist, like, I don't think your family as a whole is like stuck up in that regard. Like, you wouldn't call your family dull, or would you? Like, is your dad more straight? Like, I think your dad's maybe more straight laced. I'm trying to
kind of, sort of. I mean, all right. So it's Wisconsin. Like,
right.
I'm out here in the middle of like old Wisconsin land. There's a lot of dullness.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to understand. Do you see a lot of that dullness I'm like projecting out in the world here, or like, and are you,
especially given that you were a Florida boy for the better part of a decade?
Yeah,
plus, right?
Yeah, I was there for as long as I was ever here. Yeah. I mean, Florida, I think I was there 18 years.
Yeah, so you were here almost 20 years. So you probably adapted your life, and we know you did, because we've hung out with you. You can be a little out there, Ty. And I'm sure coming back to Wisconsin, being out there, hippie, quartz rings, and
yeah. You are different than the average bear up there, right? Like, so
yeah. I keep to myself though. Really, I don't really fucking go out in public that much these days.
All right, so
not a lot.
Well, just in your family though, like, are they willing to make like an off-color joke, or like are they?
They gave me a fucking black Santa riding a unicorn.
Well, that's kind of just perfect for you.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's you. Yeah, exactly. That's just perfect for you.
They know their son. That's what that tells me.
Pretty great.
Would they laugh at a baby in a microwave joke, or a dead baby joke? Would they laugh at a dead baby joke?
That sounds like a no.
You'd have to lead it in a lot. Yeah. You couldn't just put it out there.
You couldn't cold open with, "Hey, what's the difference between a Ferrari and a pile of dead babies?" I
don't have one in my garage.
Yeah, you can't cold open with the dead baby. If you worked into it and maybe got a good kick going.
I do.
There's plenty of there's some dirty old Wisconsinites out here for sure. Like,
see,
there's
when my mom's a little tipsy, I can get her on some Mother Butler will laugh at some inappropriate jokes. Like, she loves a good inappropriate. You know what she laughs at? Jokes about balls. She loves jokes about balls.
I don't know why that's so funny, but it is.
I remember my father, God rest his soul. I do remember in my adult years making some like very adult jokes, like telling my dad like the good ones I hear from work or something that are just, I mean, in honesty, they're filthy jokes.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I do remember telling him a couple and just getting a real good like laugh out of my dad.
That's good.
And then I'm like,
okay.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
All right. Yeah. Well, your mother over here, she's still in the chat, and she's like, "Y'all can't get freakier than I've ever been in this life." And you know what? That makes me happy. That makes me happy, Mama B. Like that. Hey. She
had like 25 years of life before she had kids,
dude. So. And what are you supposed to do with that? She had a lot of fun, and I'm glad that she did. And I hope like, good on you.
We can talk Freaky Files. That'd be good. Like we should do it as a fucking Patreon. Me and Mike B's moms tell sexy stories.
Oh, I don't even know if she's telling sexy stories, but freaky
It
can be
didn't-
anything, man. Freaky can be just like having fun, like and doing crazy shit, right? Like
Well,
I do
yeah.
okay, so I do remember a story my mom told me about when she was young and with my real dad. They had just gone out, bought concert tickets and weed. And I'm like, all right, this story sounds cool. My parents are gonna smoke weed and go to a concert. That's pretty sick.
Good times.
Turns out my mom got stuck at work. Dad took the concert tickets and the weed. And I'm like,
what a jerk! He'd go with his buddy or something.
Yeah, I think he just went with somebody else.
Oh, what a
Like,
jerk! So, well, as we wind down here for our, first segment of this episode, trust me, we will be back, and we got plenty more in store for you. But as we wind down, I just definitely wanted to bring this up to you because I'm fascinated by this. I've started watching a lot more of To Catch a Smuggler on national. I think it's on the Nat Geo channel, right? To Catch a Smuggler.
What the fuck?
I love. It's my new thing. It's great. So I get to see all the people getting caught coming into from Colombia, sneaking the cocaines into the Mexico, United States. It's a lot of cocaine smuggling is what I'm.
So
what I'm
much
watching.
coke.
I always see them catching people though. Like it cannot be.
Oh, they can't get all of them.
I mean, but that's the thing. Like, what's the pass-through rate of people they catch?
Oh, I'd love
versus
to know
apparent
that.
numbers?
I'd love to know the actual and those numbers will never, of course, ever be released because we don't know those numbers, to be honest with you. But there's obviously a lot still coming in for
or they'd stop doing it altogether,
Right.
Like obviously somebody's getting through because they wouldn't continue to send
exactly,
mules.
and there's obviously still a lot of money in this, and I know it's a dirty industry. There's cartels, and there's a lot of human trafficking, and a lot of really awful shit that is involved in this, that I'm not supporting. But I just do find it fascinating, the attempts at I love a good. I've always been a big fan of a hidden compartment in a suitcase, or a good I saw one that they were trying to ship these giant playing cards. They looked like they were made out of a resin and stuff, and they were supposed to be decorations for a casino or something, right? Like a giant 4 foot whatever, all made out of fucking cocaine. Literally, not there was a resin. It was
100%.
No, seriously, it was how you have a candy with a candy coating. So the candy coating was over top of it, which was basically a resin, but the whole inside of the whole thing was made out of cocaine. So they made these playing cards to sneak in out of all the cocaine to get in there, just to do stuff like that.
The first giveaway has to be that oh hey, they usually just ship this kind of stuff regularly.
Well, it was
in a shipping
Well, no,
agency.
they did. This was caught through a shipping things. They did.
I thought some dude was just walking.
He wasn't trying to walk on the plane.
cards on a
With it.
plane.
No. It wasn't that. But the one. Okay, so I got a couple things about the Colombian thing. The Colombian Catch a Smuggler. By the way, the women on that show, the officers, the women officers. I mean, I just gotta say. It's they look a lot better than my TSA agents is all I'm gonna say. I like their I like their little hats too. They got the good they got these braids that go and they got these little hats. And then they got the butts and stuff. I'm like, yeah, if I'm gonna be arrested, I just hope it's by one of them. And then I saw this one where it was this brother and sister, right? And they got pulled aside, and they're like, yo, you're acting suspicious. They were on a flight from Colombia to Mexico, somewhere in Mexico. Mm-hmm. And they were like, yo, they're all like they're all being all weird and like freaked out in the airport, and so they pull him aside and like, hey, we're gonna kind of like take you in for one of them, like,
you look like you're on a bunch of coke.
Right, exactly.
We're gonna test you now.
Yeah. So they made him do they asked him about it, and they made him walk through one of those. They got the body scanners, right? So they threw him in one. They threw both of them in there, and of course, like, they're drug smugglers, right? They've got tons of capsules inside of their bodies, and
the guy was made of 90% cocaine.
Yeah, dude. Well, I don't realize, like, you think about that, but these were like, you can see the X-ray. They're like an inch long. Like they're like big as hell. Like these, like, you can see them, like, because they show the X-ray or whatever. And so they're both first off they're like denying it. Even after they've gone through the body scan, they're like, yo, we know that you got some, like, shit in your body. Like, we're arresting you, whatever. One of them, the sister, keeps denying it. Brother keeps denying it. Finally, the sister, they break her down. They take them both to the hospital, and they break the sister down. She admits to swallowing 35 of these 1.5-inch long pills.
She didn't put them in her butt? She swallowed them?
No, they're all like, they're in her intestines. They're in her body.
Okay.
Like both of them did this. The dude will not admit. He's like, nope. Like, and these two were flying together. Obviously, did the same exact thing, the one to the other. So the sister, like, she breaks down. She starts like shitting herself and starts like pooping out these things. And sure enough, like, 35 of these, like, cocaine big ass pills come out, and they show it. It's like, it's big, man. Like, I'd have a hard time.
You wouldn't want to pass that.
Well, I wouldn't want to, like, swallow it. It would be hard to, like, even like gullet that back, to be honest with you, let alone like that many of them.
Yeah.
And then the dude's just like, nope, I didn't do nothing. And then the narrator comes on. He's like, I forget his name, like Pedro. Is deciding to not, admit to his crimes. Yet in Colombia, if there is no evidence presented within 36 hours, they have to let him go. So this dude, is there in the back. Like,
I could do it.
He is writhing in pain, man. Like, you can just see him. Like, he is impacted. Like, he needs to shit so bad. His legs are moving. Like, he's just like doing the wiggle. But dude, I've never cheered so hard for a Colombian drug smuggler. 36 hours. He made it. He got out of there, and he didn't do any jail. At the end of it, they're like, and there was no sufficient evidence. They had to let Pedro go because there was no sufficient evidence after 36 hours, and he will be placed on a list, but he was not arrested. Meanwhile, his sister got like 10 years. It's like a minute. Yeah. So he got out of there.
He's like, peace.
Yeah. I don't know. I saw that shit, and I'm like, could I do that? 36 hours with all that in you? Like, ooh, that's a rough go, right? And and that's the thing too, because they're in like a certain type of capsule, that I think it's latex. So if one of those, it's seriously one of those 30 plus capsules that are in you busts, you're dead. You're literally dead. Like, that dude did it.
Yeah, but
could you do that? I don't think I could do that.
One, I don't think I could
3
hold my
days?
shit.
No.
36 hours, like a day and a half.
Yeah, that's a long. Yeah, that's tough, man. That's tough.
I could do it.
Bro, but can you imagine? They're probably like, "Hey, bro, you wanna? We got another sandwich for you, Pedro.
Here's some laxatives. Yeah.
You want to eat this cool brownie that we're giving you? Have a brownie.
No.
I'm pooping. Well, I would. They're probably sweating you too. They're probably like, no sleeping. You can't go to sleep.
Oh yeah, it's bright light hospital, chained to a fucking bed, like you're handcuffed to a thing, like you're just writhing around, like like.
Man, I'd
Bro,
have my
so
feet up. I'd
after
be
36
some
hours,
pudding.
Yeah,
Literally-
I'd be out there. He'd be just like, "Yeah, whatever, bro. Like, yeah,
This is fine.
Can I get a
2 days
smoke?
later.
Can I get a smoke? Like, what's up? Like,
that's gonna make you want to poop more.
oh yeah, he's fine with
No
it. Though.
smoking.
Yeah, that
He's-
doesn't affect me.
Bro, can you imagine you get
He's
out
drinking
after
black.
36
He's drinking black coffee. He's
It's
got
the only way I drink it. Yeah.
black coffee smoke. Like
You walk out of Colombian jail and like you find the nearest bathroom, and there's got to be cops literally just following you directly out of the like. Okay, well we know like one of the first
Like-
places he's going is to take a big fucking shit.
into like it would be just like
Machine gun.
Yeah, machine gun pellets coming out
Bro,
of your butt.
now
of
here's the other
cocaine.
thing. Do you when you go to take that shit? Are you shitting? You're not shitting in a toilet, right? You're gonna shit on some like.
No, it's a
Yeah,
bu-
can
that's
I take
a
a bedpan to go? Give me a
that,
bedpan.
no, that is a backyard bucket scenario.
Yeah, you're pooping in a bucket and then
That is a
literally
backyard bucket scenario.
searching.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's disgusting. But you probably have to keep those cocaine.
Yeah,
Well, the
because now
sad
you
thing
gotta
is-
wash them down. Otherwise, the cartel's gonna kill you because they're like, you didn't move it. So where's the cocaine, bro? Like, and
Can
you're
you
like,
take them back shit covered cocaine pills?
I
and be
mean,
like, I
that's-
didn't make it, and I'm all
I
this
would.
now,
I'd go
can't
back to the
fly."
cartel. I'd rinse them off. I'd put them in a Ziploc and be like, here, like I tried. Like, what do you want me?
I try. I literally can't fly anymore. They caught me, but I didn't get in trouble, and we didn't lose the product.
Yeah, yeah.
I just can't fly anymore.
Can I get one of those cool gold guns that you guys have? Can I have one
Come
of
on.
those?
Come
Like, listen,
can
guys,
I-
it wasn't
come
my
on.
fault. I did everything right. Nobody got in trouble, but
Yeah, yeah.
I can't mule anymore.
Yeah, got it. Like I'm out of the game on that one. Like, what else we got? You got
Can I
another?
just be one of the cool guys who
Yeah,
can I be a guard? Can I
yeah,
just be
but
a
yeah.
guard?
I'd be a guard. Just give me the cool gold gun, like the revolver that the narcos have. I want one of those. Those are badass. I love a good a gold narcos gun. Those are pretty sweet. Like I want to. I like narcos culture. I do. Like I think they're pretty cool. Like if they weren't into like all like the rape and like the whole like all those other things, if they were just like dealing drugs and stuff, they'd be pretty cool. I like them. I don't know.
At some point, if it was cool, like you know how the mafia was supposedly like they'd come through, they'd buy turkeys for everybody, and they in the like little borough.
Yeah. Well,
Giving.
well,
Like, I'm
that's
sure if the cartel guy is coming through and like doing good shit for the town, they kind of love the cartel because the government ain't doing shit for them, right?
That's what I'm saying. I would okay if you could be like Tony Soprano, right? Like head of a mob family in New York or whatever, or if you could be like top dog of the cartel down in like Mexico, I'm going Mexico, bro. Like I'm fucking. Imagine me like there's like a saloon, the doors open, and it's like
In
like,
Mexico.
yeah, in Mexico, and it's like oh, it's all
In the, okay, guys, you guys aren't doing this. It's like the scummiest, like most lawless portion of Mexico
Yeah.
that Owen
Yeah, yeah.
resides over.
oh, it's great.
It's great.
It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
awesome.
exactly.
I've got my I'll have an airstrip by then, Ty. You can fly down. I'll fly you in. Like we just hang
Yeah,
out,
man.
bro. Well, like, do you want a lady? We can get you a lady. We can get you.
I want a harem or two, so just
Yeah,
bring a bunch of ladies.
I got a couple of them going on. I got I mean, don't even do it, but piles of cocaine. It's there. If you
It's
need
just
it,
there though.
it's
Yeah.
there.
Well, that's also why you're the best warlord because you don't
Don't
fucking
do
your
it.
own cocaine.
I don't do my own cocaine. I mean, there'll be like a forest of weed too that you can help me out.
That's
like,
where I live.
Yeah, you can hang out near there, and I'll probably have my own like distribution center through. I'll put it all through. I'll brew my own beer, and then
Oh, nice.
and then I'll have that going for me, so we can party, bro. Like we'll just hang
Yeah.
out down there. We're not near the beach. We're in we're in a really shitty part of Mexico, but good food. Food's great.
Yeah.
Food's great. Don't
Dude, harem, good food,
harem, good food,
sold.
cocaine. you know, it's
I mean, think about it like
just
this.
hang
though.
out. Just hang out.
Your house wouldn't be like a slum. You would be in like a gated
Oh,
walled
yeah.
compound.
Yeah, it would be the equivalent though of like a Castleberry 4-bedroom home. It's probably like would be the it
It's
wouldn't
still
be,
the biggest house in the area, but
yeah.
only by default that it has more than one room.
Yeah, well, yeah. And then we we do a lot of we'll get like TikTok famous too. We're transitioning from the cocaine into the we're gonna I'll start a whole thing
Oh, bro, go take some of Escobar's hippos and like.
we'll
move
ride them. We'll ride we'll just start riding some hippos. It sounds like a good time to me. That's what we should do. That's what I want for Christmas. Can you guys make that happen?
Oh,
All
yeah.
Owen wants for Christmas is one of Escobar's hippos.
I do though. I do want one.
I want to ride Escobar hippos with Owen into the sunset.
That's how that's how Ono radio show ends. Me and Ty. I don't know if you're involved in this. I think it's just.
I
think
I
it's
don't know
just
how
me and
comfortable I'm
Ty.
riding a hippo.
I think
gonna
it's
be
just me
great.
and Ty. Like, you know what?
That's fine because you guys do know hippos are notoriously dangerous.
Not
to
my
people.
hippo.
Oh, yeah.
Not my hippos.
Yeah.
Nah, they're cool.
Me and
Okay.
my hippo go deep. We know.
Yeah.
We know.
We train them. It's fine. They're good. We got good hippos. Don't worry
They
about
eat the
it.
cocaine too, though.
Yeah, they're
kind of wild.
cocaine hippos.
Are they slim?
No,
No,
they're
fat.
hippos.
They're even fatter. Honestly, like they're bigger than normal. Little, too hyped up, and they eat things. Just like pretty much all the village kids in the village I live in. I'll just let let the hippos. Would a hippo eat a child? Would a hippo eat a child?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, I know it would
They
kill
do
it.
not discriminate.
I know it would kill. I know hippos will kill people, but will they eat them? Will they actually eat them? I don't know that they eat them. I think they kill people, but I don't know. Look it up. Do hippos eat people? I know they
I
kill
don't
them.
think they'd try to, but they would.
Do you think they would? Because they're more omnivores, aren't they?
Oh wait, yep. Do hippos eat humans? Hippos do not eat humans, but they will attack people
Yeah.
who infringe on their territory
Yeah,
while
see?
on land.
Well, they're like my war elephants, my Turkish war
Yeah.
elephants. I just have hippos instead. Oh, we can make them battle hippos. We'll put guns on them, and they can.
Now,
yeah.
Hold on, because there is a guy who is while he wasn't eaten, a hippo did swallow him up to his waist.
Wow, that's impressive.
He got away. But yeah,
That's the Heather
Climbed.
deep throat of hippos.
yeah, man.
He's in the fucking hippo. He's just
Well,
I
I'm
guess I
here
can't
now.
go any further. Here I am.
I live here now.
I mean, bro, I feel like if you just started flailing your legs, the hippo's gonna vomit you up. You
Maybe
kick
it's a
one-
symbiosis, man. You're just hanging out, pass at the joint. We're both high. It's cool.
I question that story about Jesus being swallowed by that whale.
Well, one,
how
it
did
was not
Jesus not-
Jesus.
how
It
did
was
he-
Jonah.
Jesus couldn't get out of that whale. And how did that whale get that Jesus in him? I don't know. I question
Again,
it.
it was not Jesus. It was another another biblical man named Jonah.
You know what?
It's pretty cool, though. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
And to be fair, he wasn't eaten. He was just swallowed whole, where he lived for 3 days inside of the whale until the whale vomited him up on dry land of all places.
I feel like
What a nice whale. Yeah.
I feel like
sick whale.
I've heard this story before because someone else died in a cave or shit or something, and then he came back and he was like the new god or whatever. What if Jonah was supposed to be just he was in a whale? Maybe he was supposed to be Jesus first. He was just in a whale.
Well, I mean, I'm fairly certain that it's more of a story that's like a teachable moment.
I don't believe it. That's all I'm saying. I
Well,
don't think
you're not supposed to believe it. It's a whale who ate a man and then spit him back out.
I don't think it happened. I don't think it really happened.
You're probably right.
Yeah,
you're probably 100.
Nuh-uh.
Here's
No, no.
here's my problem, Owen. If I came to you today and was like, "Hey, Owen, you know, I got eaten by a whale last weekend. I was gone for 3 days."
I think I'd call bullshit on that.
Why don't you go write a Bible about it, motherfucker?
Then, when I was at my very lowest, the whale spat me back up on dry land and then swam away. Like nothing happened. Like he forgave me.
Well, fuck that whale. Why'd he eat me if he's not going to swallow me and do anything with me? Like,
not good enough for you?
Yeah.
The moral of the story is you can't outrun God. Okay, he's gonna eat you, and then he's gonna forgive you.
I could
and
outrun
spit you back
God.
out.
I could. I'm pretty fast. Like,
Hold on.
I got.
How fast
does God run? Yeah, how fast does God run? Like,
you searched it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
According to the internet.
So, yeah, it's saying that it's only he's only slightly slower than the speed of light.
Well, that's
He's
what
got room for improvement.
That's what Google's been wrong before. So I think I could probably take foot race, like just for like a block sprint. I could probably get him. You know, I'm pretty fast. You know, that's what I think.
What if he gave you like 2 God links first?
I got it for sure. Oh yeah, I could do it.
You think he would? You think he would get cocky?
Well,
and be like,
he's God.
I'll give you 2.
He's supposed to be all nice and shit, like, right? Is God nice? Is God nice? We haven't figured that one out either. Like God's like nice a bunch of times, but then he goes and like throws like, oh, here's some like we're gonna kill you with mosquitoes and malaria and shit. Like we're gonna.
I believe how the story kind of goes. Owen,
we haven't. No, God, society has not like if there's a God, right? Society has not figured out if he's nice or not. In fact, I would go ahead and say God might be a bit of a dick.
So the theory is that for the Old Testament, for a long time, God was a real jerk.
Yeah.
And was just kind of doing whatever he wanted, flooding the earth, casting plagues.
Jerk.
And then sometime around the New Testament, he kind of turned his leaf and really just stopped messing with it. Not that he went good.
Not much, though.
That's what I'm saying. Not that he went good. He just kind of stopped interacting. And he just kind of oh, everybody does what they're going to do. It's not on me anymore.
Yeah. After he'd already caused all this chaos and all this fucking nonsense going on. Like, he's like, all right, just going to, like, you know, leave that to fester on its own. Like, thanks, man.
Well, you got to think there were so many tales where, like, in the Bible where God was getting real involved and then shit would happen and he'd get real involved and then shit would happen. So I think after a while, he just decided, like, listen, man, I gave you all those chances. And then I even sent my son down there to try and make things better. You killed him.
He didn't do much, though. He didn't do, like, what did he do? What did he really do?
You got to think, the real world back in biblical era was like 4 countries. That's all there was. Yeah, everything else there wasn't even there. He cradle of civilization,
he
brother.
Didn't have he could have, if he's that smart, he could have invented a cell phone or something. He could have invented the internet. And, you know, like he could have done something. You know, and
you got to remember back in those days,
a billboard. Couldn't he have put up a billboard?
I mean, who's to say he didn't?
Well, I do see him.
He was a carpenter. He probably could have built a large wooden sign that said "Jesus is here."
Yeah, but what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? What did he?
He cured those lepers, right?
Yeah, did he?
He said that hanging out with prostitutes was cool.
I mean, I guess he said that.
True.
All right. That's
and that has remained a non-combatable point
until
now.
Until I see a motherfucker turning that water into wine. Until I see that motherfucker walking on water. Until I see all them fish he's been talking about.
He's never going to do that stuff in front of you.
Dude, well, Santa,
Do
you know what
do you
Santa
think he
does?
made everyone?
This is why Santa is better than Jesus. Because Santa doesn't fuck around with that shit. He's like, you know what? Every year, here we go. Boom, 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 presents.
But
right?
you also don't see him.
Yeah, but he delivers, bro. Like, he never doesn't deliver on the holiday cheer and shit, bro.
I don't know, bro. You got to remember, if you're Christian, you think all those good things, they're because of the big guy upstairs anyway.
Is it the big one or the little baby?
I think they're all this. I think once Jesus got back up there, he joined back in with the three of them, and they're all like one.
It's
dude
like
now.
it's like a wrestling faction up there now. It's like
It's a holy trinity up there.
yeah, like DX. It's like
it's probably exactly DX
it's
up
probably
there.
exactly DX.
No, I mean it's
It
just
is,
DX. When you
actually.
show up at the pearly gates and when they take you to God, it's
break it down. Yeah, a lot of.
I inadvertently brought wrestling here on my own.
See?
Why did I do
Well,
that?
sometimes it just happens. Oop, I hit a button. My bad. I think that's a good place for us to take a little bit of a break. And yeah, we will do so. But we are also going to, of course, come back with a little bit of Oh No 2.0, a little bit of something else for your flavors, for your Oh No flavors. Because, dude, I gotta talk about. I got some clips, man. I pulled all the clips myself this week. I'm really proud of myself, and I am and I'll be honest. I'll be honest. Some of the best clips that I've ever seen. I'm really excited to bring them to you. This is like my Christmas gift to you guys. You know, like this is like a big deal. So we're gonna get into that. I do want to talk a little bit about the death pool and how that's shaping up, and I also just want to talk about how we're kind of moving on with the show and how we're gonna do that. But Mike, you're gonna do this or that at the end of the show? Is that
I
is
got
that cool?
one.
All right,
I wrote
awesome.
one out for us.
Fuck yeah. Guys, so we're gonna take a like I said, we're gonna take a little bit of a break. If you're listening on the Twitch, oh yeah, here we go. Here's some obnoxious music.
Okay.
We're
And
gonna be back with the best show, the greatest show. No, when you talk to the people, they're gonna say that. Oh no, that was a great show. Great show.
got a lot of other stuff that we need to talk about, but we will be back very, very soon. If you're listening on Twitch, if you're listening on the podcast, hey, wait till the next episode, motherfuckers. That being said, what do we say when we get out of here for the first segment, boys? Fuck your dreams. Merry Christmas. We love you.
Have a good.
I'll do anything that I feel like I wanna do. I'm living life like I got nothing left to prove. No end in sight, just always staying on the move. I'll go all night if that's just what I gotta do.
Ten, 15 minutes, Mike. Cool. Yes, welcome to another edition of what we like to call Oh No 2.0. It's your second dose of Oh No for the week. And I'm here with my good friend Mike B. I'm here with my good friend Ty.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it's already been a long night, but we're going to keep going for you. Guys, did you know, I learned a little fact this week that the human body creates 2 liters of mucus a day. You heard that one?
Like a 2-liter bottle, like coming at me.
Yeah, 2 liters.
A lot of that's internal mucus, though, right?
I think so. I don't know, but maybe I don't know. But there's a lot of mucus going on. I've been, I've been sick. I've been dealing with this head cold, And I'll tell you what, sometimes like I get a lot of the mucus, man. I don't know about 2 liters worth, but I bet
2 fucking liters?
two 2 liters. It does sound
What
like a
is-
lot. It does sound
what is-
like a bit much, right?
Tell me about this hat. What is
All right,
this
so
hat?
hold on.
What, this
Oh,
hat
and-
that I'm wearing right now?
What is this hat about?
I'm just wearing.
Is that
It's a
Black
black.
Santa?
It's a black Santa. I'm just wearing a black Santa.
That's pretty
hat.
great.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a black Santa.
Okay, so Owen, I was kind of balking at the number you gave out there. Like 2 liters seems like a lot,
Yeah.
but it sounds like less when you consider that like your saliva is made up of mucus as well.
Yeah. Constantly
So
generating
then I
that.
Then I totally 2 liters sounds kind of low at that point. That like, oh really? Like, I bet if I was spitting all day,
You could fill a 2-liter bottle.
I
Probably.
easily.
Yeah.
And there is a 2
I
liter.
could do that in an hour.
There is a 2-liter bottle, by the way. Like isn't that what the Juggalos have? Isn't it a 2-liter bottle of Faygo? Like they have. I know there's 1-liter bottles, but I think they have 2.
Yeah, it's called Faygo Mikey B Mist. Just a bottle of my
spit and just snot
pressurized.
And I mean, is I guess you put your semen in there too, you know?
Ooh.
Like
Wait, let me look that up. Is semen considered mucus?
Is semen mucus? I think it's mucus like. It's mucus adjacent. Like I feel
okay, semen is a complex substance created by male reproductive organs. The fluid is made mostly of water, plasma, and mucus.
Mucus. Yeah. It's a
dude, if we're counting semen, bro,
then
that bottle's full.
all
full.
bets are off.
Like, as long as I can stay hydrated,
You can generate a lot more mucus. Yeah,
I could generate way more than 2 liters. Come on.
So that gross stuff aside, welcome to 2.0. But one of the things I wanted to mention straight off the bat is because you guys are video gamers, right? Like way more than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ty, you've got a PS5, right? You've got your
Yeah. I mean, that's the most I game these days. I own PC, but yeah.
Yeah, and Ty, and sorry, Mikey, you're more of a PC gamer. You're into that, right? Yeah.
Very much.
So I watched a couple things here. I think video game graphics are getting too good. I think they're getting too good for their own good. All right. And I seen this Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer, right? Like I'm like, God damn it. Like I can't tell which one's the real. Like I seen this side by side where it's like, oh look, they took things from Florida and they threw it in there and all that. And I'm like, I can't tell which one's the real one, and I can't tell which one's the game one. Like, it is getting to that point. And then, dude, like, let's be real, that game does look like phenomenal, right? Like, it already looks
incredible.
And I'm pretty much of the mindset that this will be the highest grossing game of all time. Like, it will be the next level. Like, GTA has that, just like. I think GTA 5, right, is the highest grossing, franchise pretty much of all time, like of anything. Like,
I think it's them followed closely by like Skyrim. The thing what I'm upset about is GTA 6 is going to be so graphically intensive. If you're not aware, for a long time throughout the pandemic era, graphics cards were extremely hard to get a hold of.
Well, they're not even releasing it on anything you can play it on, like with PC, because they're not releasing it, until later down the road. I think, right? Like it's going to be console
it'll come to
only.
PC right away because they want people to.
Yeah, but I mean, I think the problem. That'll come down the line. I think that'll come down. Who knows?
I honestly think they'll release it at launch for PC because here's the issue. It's going to they're capping the frame rate on consoles at 30 frames per second. most people on PC game at about 60.
Yeah.
60 plus. If you've got really high end equipment, you can hit like 240s to where it looks butter smooth. But most people play at about 60. They're already talking about locking the frame rate at 30. So people, I believe, are going to convert to PC so they can play GTA in a better experience, which is then going to drive graphics cards back up because they've been on the decline. They've been coming back down to retail prices for the last 5 or 6 months, I believe. And now with GTA 6 ramping up, it's going to push the prices back to being up again because everyone's going to try and upgrade just to get close so they can play even the most toned down version of GTA 6.
Okay, that's pretty fair. What
But they're capping it at 30, right? Doesn't
only on console. On PC, you're going to have the freedom to run it as fast as your console will allow you.
Yeah. Okay.
Or as fast as your PC will allow you.
So that is interesting in and of itself. But what I find even more interesting is that GTA has created such an immersive world, and it keeps doing so. I think that in time, like this whole virtual reality thing, like people living in their own like lives, I think they're not gonna live in like a second life. They're not gonna live in they're gonna live in the GTA world.
Why wouldn't you?
I think that is going to be honestly the new reality. I think that is going to be closer to some people's reality than not.
So think about this. There are already
does that make any?
people...
Sorry, I'm a little drunk. But does that make any sense? Like, does that...
everything is getting so graphically close to reality.
Yeah.
I think you're right. People will eventually just want to live in
my
Grand
point
Theft
is
Auto world.
And my point is too is because it is such a huge franchise. That one might be the one that like people gravitate to. You know what I mean? Like as twisted as that sounds, it feels like that might actually be more of what becomes the real world than the real world. Like I think that there are people that will be like that. I think there are people that with this next step, there are kids that will get into this, right? Like there is no other world, or fictional world that has been built. I don't think. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. You guys are gamers, but I don't think anything has been quite as immersive as the GTA experience, especially when we're talking about this new one that's coming out.
Well, I mean, once you get into like the modded community of Grand Theft Auto 5, they have added so much into it to where it's become even more in depth. And to think about it like this, because it pertains to what you're saying. There are already guys who play on these roleplay servers, these Grand Theft Auto 5 roleplay servers, where for 8 hours a day, they live a life.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
That's
what I'm saying.
And that could be anything from there are guys who play paramedics, there are guys who play cops, there are guys who play gang members where they literally
shit.
Going
back to what we talked about on, I guess, last episode, dull people living dull people lives in GTA. People that are driving the bus, people that are stopping and starting at the stoplights, people that are living like the taxi drivers, whatever it is, right? But like it's there are people that are already doing that online.
8 hours a day.
Right.
10 hours a day.
Right.
They're living a second life in Grand Theft Auto. Now, they're streaming, they're making money, they're being an admin for a server or whatever it is. But there are people that already are kind of doing what you're saying, Owen. They're spending a large chunk of their days in a virtual space, living a virtual life that is not very fantastically different than what they could be doing with their own real life.
Yeah. And I do feel like that with the increase in graphics, that the increase in a new world, that's only exponentially going to increase. You know, there's going to be more people that do that. There's going to be more people that, you know, like it to me, like this one, when I saw that trailer, we all saw the trailer, we all watched it, and like, holy shit, it looks amazing. And the Tom Petty song in it, fucking amazing. Like, it all fits. And like, as a Florida guy, as a kid that kind of like from the age of 7 grew up in Florida, I mean, this place is our home. Like, we understand Florida. Like, wow, you know, you kind of nail it, and it does, and it, you know,
it feels like an accurate representation
It does.
of the place I've spent my entire life.
Yeah, it does. Just by seeing, you know, and going to Miami. Now we don't have to be rich to go to Miami to go to these clubs, right? We can actually do that in the game. Like, things are like, are gonna, I think, like that are honestly, like, that is the weird next step of the future. Like, I wouldn't put it out of the realm of possibility that 100 years from now, a company like Rockstar is the company that's creating
simulating life.
Yeah. And that's really weird to say when you remember back to all the way back to like GTA 1 and 2, when it was a over the head view of like you know, like it grew to that, you know.
You know, while we're talking about the future, can I tell you something that I predicted that's now finally coming to light?
Absolutely.
So, you know, we got some good friends here in the podcasting community. Our friends over at T&D Studios, T&D Media, Tom and Dan.
Whoop.
Yeah, I mean, we know them. They're guys, and they're real cool. They had a nice party last night. It was fun. So this week I'm listening to some of their content, and they start talking about restaurants and where restaurants are going.
Oh yeah, I've heard you maybe talk about this once or twice.
Yeah. My theory that pretty much there's only going to be the bottom layer of food and really high priced food.
They pretty much said exactly that. Yeah.
Yeah, these motherfuckers basically word for word stole every bit of my rant. And lately Tom's been stealing his they've been getting back where Tom was going through gripes. That mother.
Let's not talk about them. I know. I know.
But
that's
I'm saying I'm calling the
do.
future, and people are finally listening.
I'll say this about video games too. The thing that like caught my attention that was like, oh, video games are getting too good for their own good, you know, graphics or whatever, was a wrestling video game. Like they didn't,
of course.
Well, they didn't. They did like an update or something for one of the WWE games. I think it was 2K3, WWE 2K3 or whatever, and you know, of course, you've got your, you know, in these games, you've got every like era of your different character, right? Like you've got like the young version of this guy, and they updated the new version of John Cena. And if you haven't seen John Cena lately, he's like grown out his hair because he's trying to hide that he's got like the bald spot in the back. Fucking video game has John Cena with the bald spot in the back, and it was just like, oh shit, man! Like we've got like they did him dirty, man. Like they really like, yeah, receding hairline Cena and the bald spot at the back Cena. It was at that point I'm like, oh shit, it's getting too real, right? Like do we need that? Like, I don't think we need that. I think that's...
We need it.
Do we?
Let it happen.
No. Like, it's an odd one for me. Mike.
Oh, fuck. Oh, that is...
Do you see it?
Fuck. I'm looking at pictures of it right now.
Yeah.
And they've got a real solid spot of just you're staring at the back of computer-generated Cena's head.
Yeah.
And it's starting to grow. They did they could have easily just left his hair full. They did him fucking dirty.
Exactly.
This is awful,
you're seeing
bro.
what I'm seeing.
This is
yeah.
That's hateful.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. Like that's a little much.
Yeah, bro. I can't. I want to laugh, but I'm like, bro, come on.
Poor dude. All right, before we get into clips, I need to hear about this crack dealer that's by your work that's in a wheelchair, Mike. What's going on with this?
All right, so those of you that know where I work at, you know that it's a less than savory area of town. It's starting to gentrify, but
The hood.
it's a little bit of a hood type area.
Uh-huh.
And across the street and down a little bit, there is a bodega and I believe it's a BP that are right next to each other. There's a fence that separates the two parking lots, and right at where the fence meets like the road and the sidewalk, there's a gaggle of young gentlemen that all like to hang out there.
I don't think I wouldn't call them gentlemen. I'll go ahead and say they're probably not gentlemen.
All I've heard is what I've been told.
Okay.
I mean, at least so there's
I'd call them ruffians, perhaps. I'd call them.
They look like they could be a little ruffianish.
Street rats.
Hooligan.
Hooligans, street rats.
An urchin of sorts.
Yeah.
But among the motley crew of characters that likes to, spend their time at this little spot, there's a gentleman who, in the 6 months I've been working at this place, I've never once seen him with a shirt on. He's always
Not
shirtless.
once.
It's
good luck.
Yeah, it's basketball shorts, no shirt.
Yeah. No time for that.
There is a very slender older gentleman. And there is a gentleman with surprisingly long dreads for being in a wheel. His dreads reach
they're
down
dragging
past
on
the
the.
seat.
He's in the wheelchair and they hit the floor they drag on.
They definitely hang past where the seat is in the back.
He's
So
got
I'm
he's
fairly
got
impressed by it.
dirty wheelchair floor dreads.
Um,
I mean, imagine if that got caught up in your wheel and your spokes. Yeah,
that'd probably pull your fucking hair out.
that would be bad.
Yeah. So I've driven by, after I close my restaurant, and I've smelt the familiar smell of maybe some marijuana, which is not a big deal, not a real big deal.
Did you call the cops?
I'm not calling the cops on marijuana. But the other day, as I'm leaving, and I stop at there's a 7-Eleven just within eye shot. You really just can take a minute to walk over there. As I'm walking into the 7-Eleven, there's the wheelchair gentleman is being let out. I assume they're just being kind to him, but he's like, "Hey, you work at that chicken spot?" I'm like, I'm not gonna argue semantics and be like, "Well, it's not. It's
Right.
actually."
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, I do."
Close
And he's
enough.
like- and he does the little look around, and he's like, "Any of y'all over there need that good?" And I'm like,
What?
I love that though.
and
Don't
I
you just
have
want to try it?
No,
See what
okay,
he's
okay.
I don't know, but that's the thing. If it's anything past the one drug I do,
Right.
I don't think he's gonna be like, "All right, man, the thing I had was blotter acid. I just got
I
it."
mean, all right.
Yeah, I mean, what is the good that you have is what I would ask. What type of good?
Well, I declined and went on my way, but when I told
Probably
the
good move.
Boo.
but when I told the story later at work,
They were like, "Oh, we want the good."
well, no,
Give us the good dog.
one of my employees who lives directly in the area and goes to these little gas stations, he goes, "Oh, you don't want it." And I'm like, "Oh, is it like shitty weed?" He goes, "No, it's crack."
Oh.
Because he apparently didn't do the thing I did where I was like, "No, thank you. I'm all right." He went the step further and was like, "Oh, well, hey, what do you like?
Yeah,
what do you got?"
what do you got? Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I believe he said it was you could either buy crack or cocaine. You had your options.
Oh, okay. I mean,
But now I know that we have a wheelchair crack dealer.
and now if business gets rough, you can start selling crack out of your vegan chicken restaurant.
I mean, I guess
I
we,
think-
Like
I mean, we do have all the pots and everything. I assume we could
you
cook
could probably
the crack
you could
ourselves.
probably cook some crack in there. Yeah.
I know
I
it's
bet
just
he's not.
it's like
Is he
baking soda and
disabled?
water, right?
Is he really
Crack
disabled?
baking
I
soda
don't
water?
know the drill. I do know this. Look up dude.
I'm not looking up how to make crack. I'm
No,
just not gonna do that.
No, there was this place that was just shut down. It's off of Samurai. No, where was it? Curry Ford and like
Is it a
Chickasaw.
restaurant?
PRs. Look up.
PR's
Orlando.
Taco Palace?
PRs. This place got shut down. It was a whole bust. Apparently, it's been like changing its name for years and avoiding like the cops. PR's Bar or something. PR's
Taco Palace, man.
PR's Bar and Grill.
That sounds like it. Yeah, PR's Bar and Grill.
But it's in York, Pennsylvania.
No, there was one here, and
I remember it. I've gone.
Yeah. No, they had like a bouncer out there.
Oh, hold on, there it is. I found it.
It'll say closed if it's the right
PR
one.
House.
PR House. Yes, PR House.
18. Hold on. 18 arrested after Florida bar restaurant exposed as huge drug ring. Is this what we're talking about?
This just happened like last week. PR's got busted. Like, yeah. Read me some of that, please. Read me some of that. Just down the street.
Yeah, it was being operated as basically a drug house.
Yeah.
Among the allegations, the business sold cocaine to between 60 and 80 people each day.
Yeah.
Bro, wouldn't you notice when you see a bar that throughout the entire day,
no one's hanging out there having a beer.
It's just fucking slammed.
Just
60 to 80 people a day, and you probably don't open till you're a bar and restaurant. Maybe you open at like 4. So you serve 80 people between 4 and 2.
This has apparently been going on for like 15 years. Like this is
bro, this place must have just seemed like the busiest bar in fucking Orange County.
And people are in, people are out. They're not staying for an actual beer. They're like, okay, come in. They weren't even trying to hide it by the end. None of their revenue was coming from actual bar business, like serving food or beer or whatever. Like, no,
here's the deal.
We're just
as a manager who's probably undoubtedly in on it and in on the take.
Oh, dude, they arrested 18 people. They arrested so many people.
It says 18. I would have to imagine that if I'm the manager, I'm telling people like, listen, if you want to get served cocaine, you have to buy a drink. You just have
you got to hang out, have one beer.
You can do coke in the bathroom. We don't care if you do coke in the bathroom. We obviously don't care. So buy the coke, sit down, have a drink, do your coke in the bathroom. Bro, can you imagine the line to get in the bathroom at that place?
That is a good point. Yeah. Like, you might have.
You would have to build a bigger bathroom.
Double up on your cokehead bathroom. Like, yeah. Let's do that.
Bro, all the stalls have doors. They also have little like shelves about like 4 feet up. They have like straw dispensers in the fucking stalls.
So like that place got busted, and like there was like a ton of guns found. Like there was a ton, like a huge, like I forget that police report, but it dude, there was like, you know, pounds and pounds and pounds of cocaine and like tons of guns, and like it was like a thing. So that happened not too far from us, but there's also like, okay, totally like unrelated, by the way, but it relates in the sense that like it's a confusing business. And by my house, me and Teresa were we were doing a little like neighborhood like drinky pub crawl last weekend, right?
I
Like,
thought you guys were gonna say cocaine.
no, we stopped in a few different places.
We stopped at PRs, got a gram.
Yeah. Went
Dipped out.
wild. No.
It made the walk way better.
Dude, it was quick as fuck. I was walking so fast. We're coming back from the Italian restaurant, and Teresa's like, "Oh, I've always wanted to go in here," and it's this little antique shop that's right around the corner from me, right? Like, okay, fine. So
They sold antique cocaine.
it's like, no, but it's the weirdest thing, right? I'm trying to figure out how this place stays in business. So we open up the door, and again, cocaine. No, but so I what is that?
Oh,
What is that one? That's my camera. I'll fix that.
do.
There's a lot going on, Twitch listeners. I'll take care of that as we move forward here. But yeah, so one of the things we notice, right? We go in, and it's like a house. It's like a house, right? It's one of those like houses that make themselves a business, which are always kind of weird. You know what I mean?
I kind of like them though.
Yeah, you know what I mean, though. Like it's a house business.
There's a place called Kombu that I pass every day that is a house that they turned into a sushi restaurant.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, you know, I wouldn't trust a sushi restaurant run out of a house. I just wouldn't. I don't think I would. No, I'm not doing that. Anyway, we open the door, and this guy clearly hasn't seen a customer in like, who knows how long. You know, like it might have been years since this guy's actually seen like someone actually.
Is he baked? Is he like?
He's sitting in like, you know how like antique stores, they'll set up like their furniture like inside the place. Like
Right.
he's just like chilling inside. So like we come inside like these random two people, and he's like, shut up. He's like, oh my God, like this is my chance. Like, oh, and he starts giving us the whole spiel, and he's like, there's nothing good in there, man. Like there's like it's all stuff that you'd see at a garage sale in my neighborhood type deal, you know, like it's all just like he had a couple VCRs for sale, like
Ooh.
antiques, you know, like
Everybody needs a VCR.
But then what I question is he's also got like a fridge in there, and he's selling beer. He's selling like cans.
You say what?
He's selling beer inside of there. And I'm like, wait a minute. You don't got you don't got no license for that.
Yeah, but this is my house, so it's cool. I'm just letting you have one.
so we went. I mean, we were polite, and we're like, okay, this is kind of awkward. Nothing we want here. But Teresa was really polite, and he's like, yeah, check us out on Instagram. And Teresa's like more on Instagram than I am, so she's like, oh yeah,
we post our craft beer selection on Instagram every week.
Yeah, well, so she follows him, and then today she tells me, hey, so like that place, like they're getting rid of stuff, and apparently you can go around back and just take things. Like they put things around back that they don't want anymore.
Yeah, they'll put it back.
And then you just go and take it. I'm like, okay, well, that sounds all right. Like now I'm in. Now I'm back in. Like this is. So that's a thing that's going on in my neighborhood. Thought you'd find that pretty interesting. Ty, I feel like you know this old man, and somehow
I think we're friends. Yeah, I sold him pot for a while.
I think you probably.
He's a cool guy, though.
All
Don't
right.
give him too much shit.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, he did look pretty stoned. He was just having like he was sitting there like he was literally like on his own, sitting there having like a cup of tea, listening to music. And we came in, he's like, oh shit, like, oh, I gotta. I don't know. $25 records. There was a Led Zeppelin for $25. I'm like, I don't know, man. Like, a little overpriced for your records, but $25. Like, I'm not paying that, you know. Like, so that was a thing that happened.
I'll pay 25 if you throw in 2 Ying.
I was looking for
Deal.
I was looking for two small little elephants with it, you know, like they're 2 elephant statues, you know, like give me 25 and those 2 little elephant statues. That's what I was trying to do.
We should go in and haggle, Owen.
We should go in. Me and you, we should do a mobile show and just go in and check out the stuff that's in there and haggle with the man and have a beer with him at the thing. I think that could be a good, you know.
You should try to haggle over absolutely everything, though. Like this half of a candle he's selling for 50 cents. Let's really talk about it.
I won't pay full price.
Yeah.
I won't do that.
I refuse to pay full price.
Exactly.
You're actually going to pay me to take this.
Yeah,
I
why the fuck am I paying?
It was weird, though. It was weird. I also, on that same journey that we were doing, ran into one of my old favorite bartenders, of course, over at the Cladow Cottage. And, of course, we had to make a stop there on this journey out, me and Teresa. And ran into Jay, our good buddy Jay. And Jay, I got to get him on the podcast sometime. But Jay was telling us this story. He's told us kind of like a version of it before. But I do kind of love it. And I think more parents need to be like this. So here's what Jay's dad did. When he graduated high school and he was living with his parents back when he was like a kid, right? Jay's like in his probably mid 40s, late 40s now or something. And but he was telling us like what his dad did. And so he graduated high school, but his dad started charging him rent to live at the house. Which my parents never charged me rent to live at the house. Like Ty, I don't know what the situation is there, but
thankfully no.
Yeah.
Well, they can now. You got all that damn tax money back.
Yeah.
They should hit you up. Hit you up for a 2G.
Did your parents ever charge you rent to live at the house, Mike?
No, because I wouldn't have come. They know that.
Right.
They know that if I came back and they said, okay, well, it's going to be a couple $100s a month, they'd be like, okay, well, I'm going to go be homeless then.
Sure. So Jay was actually like, you know, he was paying his dad X amount per month to live in his room and lived there for a couple of years. And his dad kept that. Well, his dad basically like invested all that money. And the day that he moved out, gave it all back to him. Basically, like the day that he said, like, okay, I've got a job, I'm going to be moving out. Here's all the money back from, you know, with investment, with like, you know, interest to you. So he helped his kid by, I think this is a genius thing, right? Like, because he wasn't trying to screw his kid. He was putting it away so that when he was ready, here you go. And I'm like,
chunk.
Here's a huge chunk, and you're financially like way better off than you would have been had you not, you know, not done this. I'm like, that's actually like a really cool idea for like a kid, like, or for parents these days, right? That have like dipshit like kids that don't want to leave the house. All right, charge them just a couple $100 a month or whatever, right? Like something little, but then you put that away. So when they are finally ready and they finally do it and you give it all back to them, like now they have like a small little nest egg that they can go and do something with. I thought that was just like such a super cool idea. I'm like, not that I'm ever going to have a kid, but if I did, that's what I would do.
I think it would be funnier if the dad had done it, but had put it in like risky stocks.
Oh yeah. Oh.
And he's like, all right, son, I've been taking all that money you've given me and I've been investing it in the stock market. And he's like, and his son's like, whoa, well, thanks, Dad. That's cool. He's like, so what do I have? He's like, I don't know, man. I don't really look at it. I just invest it. And they
It
look.
could go either way, right? You could end up like, oh shit, like my account's worth like $2 million, or it's worth like, $75 because you lost all my money in the stock market. Like,
And I draw everything out, and here's your check, son. You've been paying me for 4 years of rent every month, and we invested it. So here's your $85 check. I put it all in Doge.
Yeah, exactly,
Fucking
exactly, something like
perfect.
that. Like, guys, you know what I think it is time for? It's been a while.
I think it's time to break fast.
Oh shit, where's my button?
Clips. You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips.
We all got cones.
I see the cone.
All right, we got cones. That means we're good to go, man. Okay, so I'm really excited to bring you guys these clips because I've been searching high and low myself this week to provide you with clips. No help from Tom, just me doing it, and therefore, you know what? They're usually the best clips when I pull them. I'm just saying. This is one just for you, Ty. This is I thought of you on this one. This is called Fart in the Minibus. We're gonna open with that. This is Fart in the Minibus. It's just for you.
Fart in the minibus. Somebody fart in the minibus. Somebody fart in the minibus.
It's a pretty good jam.
Somebody stink up the minibus. Somebody stink up the minibus. Somebody stink up the minibus.
Parked in the minibus.
I mean, I would be mad
They're
if
all
I
real
was
happy though.
Yeah, these African people are really happy that someone farted in their minibus.
Not me.
Imagine living in such poverty, you have to ride a minibus, and then someone farts in it. You know, I don't know if I'd be.
But then you just sing a happy song and life's all right, man.
And this is the song.
Is that Disney? That's not Africa.
Well, it's a Caribbean song.
I don't think it's Caribbean. It says it is because it's like some TikTok bullshit that I pulled it from. But I think these are more African than Caribbean. That's what I'm putting my money on. But, you know, whatever. Minibuses getting fart. I don't like anybody farting in my mini. But anyway, I thought you'd enjoy. I thought you'd enjoy that one.
It's a good jam.
Yeah. And then Ty, this other one. This is another one that was just for you. So this is this guy's name is Dungeon Wolf. This was released this year. It's called The White Elf. Go ahead and describe the cover of the album here for me, please.
I didn't know that white elves wore pit vipers, but I'm really fucking glad they do.
Yep.
This does look like your typical NASCAR fan, but with tremendous flowing golden locks.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, he is wearing pit vipers.
I'm okay. Ty will only get this as an inside joke, but he kind of looks like Sean Bain, bro. He looks a little bit.
I mean, it's very Bane-esque. Yeah, sure.
It's got Bane all over us. I don't know if he started this project or whatever, but
I hope so, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, this is
great.
This is Dungeon Wolf, the White Elf. You got to hear it a little bit of this. it's terrible. So listen to it. Okay.
What's he
This
gonna
is-
sound like? Is he gonna sing? He's gonna sing.
Oh yeah.
This is the take you put on the album.
Yeah. Here we go.
Oh, it's got some stank on it.
I'm not sure he's actually hit a chord yet. Like I'm not sure there's been a real chord hit, but you know, whatever.
I'm the hero, I'm the champion. Hail to me, won't ye? For friends and family, for I am the chosen one. I'm the white elf, symbol of good, symbol of virtue. I'm like nobody
This is pretty great.
else.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm with him 1000%. I'd buy the album.
He said he's a hero. He's the champion, you know.
I believe in him.
He's the chosen one.
Yeah.
Fighting this world, which one is virtue?
What? It was like Thursday night. We just decided to record it. It was great.
I don't know if there's any redeeming qualities of that musically, but yeah. That is what that is.
Wonder if he's looking for a wizard.
That's
What's up,
the
bro?
album you write after you and your bandmates polish off like a suitcase of Bush Light and
So
you're just really feeling yourselves, and so you make the white elf.
yeah. How do you get to that point that this happens?
It's pretty great.
So I brought you up, so now I got to bring you down because this thing really is a real thing that happened. You've heard of the Blackstone Equity Group, you know? Like they're,
What the fuck?
BlackRock Equity.
Blackstone
Are
Equity
you coming at
Group.
us with
Yeah.
some life insurance commercial? What are you doing right now?
Pretty
homie?
much. Well, pretty much. Like they made this, and they made their own song. They wanted to be, you know, cool and hip, and tell the people about all their assets. Check this out. Okay, so
They all fuck. I know that much.
yeah, this is the Blackstone Alternatives Era Tour. All right, so this is a bunch of old white people involved in finance, trying to convince you with this to invest.
This is a
with-
real commercial?
Yeah, it's a real thing. Look, it's from their like actual Instagram, the Blackstone Instagram.
Okay.
Yep.
It's the alternatives era. We buy assets, then we make them better. It's the alternatives era. Build with Blackstone.
Steve and Pete, they founded this place.
Our founders in 85.
Son of a bitch.
I know, right?
They had a dream of quick ascent. Now $1 trillion under management. We look for market mega trends. Best in life sciences. Get ahead of AI. Always know what to buy.
Look at our brands, you can tell.
Our superpower is our scale. Great returns for institutions. And private wealth solutions.
Pretty good, right, guys? Pretty good.
Bangers. It's a banger so far. I'm
It is
down.
kind of a banger.
Yeah,
Like it
It
is.
makes me very mad at the world, though.
I know. It does. Like,
I
how?
want to pull my eyes out.
Stay calm, stay positive, never give up. Never give up. We don't give up.
Helping
can build wealth and security, a name you can trust. Not to be confused with BlackRock.
Like that's their big thing too. Like we can't be confused with BlackRock because those were military douchebags. Like we're Blackstone.
Dude, BlackRock pretty much just owns. They do the literally exact same thing.
Uh-huh.
They own more than Blackstone.
We buy assets, then we make them better. It's the alternatives era.
Build with Blackstone.
Man, you know what? These guys are really for like a company, a corporate company. They're really hip. They really got it. They really got it.
Here's the thing, Owen. When you work at like we can even take you when you work at the factory like you do, Owen, and the factory comes to you and says, Owen, we're gonna shoot a new commercial to really tell people what we here at the factory are about, and we need you to put on this goofy costume, and we're gonna need you to dance around. No extra money. It just is something you'll do. You probably care, and you're like, I'm in no fucking way am I doing that.
Yeah, probably not. No.
When you make like $250K working for Blackstone, and they come through and they're like,
Here's
hey,
some free wheelchair crack. Would you like that? Do that, and then we'll give you an extra, couple of bucks for being in the video.
We'll do that. I just think it's probably just such a different element when they come through the Blackstone offices and they're gonna say that stuff. If they came through where Ty works while he's on his little telephone and they said, all right, Ty, we got the opportunity for you. You're going to be in the next commercial for this company.
Oh, Ty, you would do it though, right? You would do it.
I'd kill it, yeah.
Yeah, you would do it. Yeah, you would do this. You would be.
In private equity, it's true. Real estate and secondaries.
It's the alternatives era.
It makes me so mad, though. Stop it. Stop.
This tour rolls on.
There you go. That's Blackstone for you. That's what Blackstone is doing right now for you.
The sign of the incoming apocalypse right there.
Yep.
That's what that meant.
Yep.
I don't know,
much.
man. I'm looking at open positions in to Blackstone.
See what you can do. I mean, I don't blame you. Okay, we're gonna go with this one right here. This is G-Mac Cash, and because this is the winner, right? We gotta have a winner song on here. This song's G-Mac Cash with his song Snow. So hope you guys enjoy this. It's a G-Mac Cash production here.
Man, I'm getting tired of all this fucking snow. Man, I'm getting tired of all this fucking snow. Man, I'm getting tired of all this fucking snow. Every week we gon' get some more. Man, I'm getting tired of all this fucking snow. Man, I'm getting tired of all this fucking snow. Man, I'm getting tired of all this fucking snow. Every week we gon' get some more. Man, I'm getting tired of getting my feet wet. Open the car door and my seat wet. Come on, man. Kids out, they ain't even did a week yet. I'm about to slide down off the porch like Meek did. Manager, can you come in? Man, fuck that job. We just got 10 inches, I ain't finna drive. At all. Man, it's colder than a bitch and I ain't finna die. If it snow again, I swear to God, man, I'm finna cry. What the fuck, man? Who playing with the weather, man? About to throw a snowball at the weather, man. I either got on 2 coats and a sweater, man. When the fuck is this shit gonna get better, man? Damn. Man, I'm getting tired of all this fucking snow.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good, right? It's pretty
Yo, I gotta say though, like it's almost Christmas and shit. It's like fucking Florida out here, man. It's nice. Like it's not, I mean, it's still Wisconsin. Like it's like, I don't know, 40, 50 most days.
But no snow?
No snow.
No snow. Oh, wow.
Are they
Kinda weird.
Man, I'm getting tired of all this fucking snow.
I mean, I was playing this for you so you would relate,
Yeah.
and you know?
I do like it, though.
Snow. Every week we gon' get some more. Man, I'm getting tired of all this fucking snow. Man, I'm getting tired of all this fucking snow. Man, I'm getting tired of all this fucking snow. Every week we gon' get some more.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Good job,
It is pretty
G-Mac. Good job, G-Mac Cash. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. This one,
It's relatable.
Yeah, this one right here. I hope you like 90s. I hope you like 90s devils. This is a 90s devil. 90s club rave devil.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah. So this is a 90s club rave devil. And
Rave devil.
Yeah. Here you go. It's a rave devil. This rave devil is gonna really rave you up right now.
The last visitor from Earth entered my world. Now it's your turn to feel that pain.
Look at this guy. Okay, so
this is fucking awesome.
Yeah. Look at this guy. What? Help me describe this guy. I can't do it by myself here. Like,
it kind of reminds. It's like the chubby goth guy with short blonde hair and horns.
Yeah, you can't leave out the horns and the long leather jacket, right? You gotta get that in there.
He's got like a shiny vinyl duster on.
Yeah. And we're in like a super European looking like rave club type scenario too. Like we gotta make sure they gotta paint the picture.
By the way, he may be the devil, but he is still very human flesh colored.
Yeah. We got a lot of like keyboards and things of that nature going on too.
Now it's your turn to feel that pain.
Yeah.
The gates are open.
The gates are open, guys.
Oh, the electro gates are open. I forgot. They had to be really electronic.
Yeah. Here we go. Oh, yeah.
Are they going to drop it?
You know they will.
Anger, hate, fear, chaos, darkness, evil, hell. The gates are open. Gate 1, darkness.
All right, so you're about to get some. This is
How dare you stop it?
No,
bro, are we about to go through 8 techno gates?
We're about to go
get through the gates, man.
We need to go through the gates. All right, so let's go through the gates together. Okay.
Gate 1, darkness.
Darkness is gate 1. Gate 1. Okay, gate 1, darkness.
I guess we'll start with darkness.
Okay.
That's a good gate.
It's a good first gate.
World of demons.
Okay, world of demons.
Look around you. They're everywhere.
That was gate 1. So we're in darkness, world of demons.
With the demons. In the dark with the demons.
Yeah, we're in the dark with the demons right now in gate 1.
Could be a sexy
gate 1.
party.
We're through gate 1, y'all.
We're through gate 1.
Gate 2. My guards are watching you.
Gate 2. Oh, he's got guards that are watching us, guys.
This has gone from a demonic song to a child's nursery rhyme.
Yeah.
Gate 2.
3.
My guards are watching
Only
you.
evil lives here.
Oh, okay. Only evil. Only evil. No good.
So wait, are you saying that in gate 1 or 2 there could have been like a kind of a nice guy hanging around?
Yeah. But by gate 3, no. Only
nobody,
evil.
no nice guys left.
We've weeded those guys out by this point. Yeah.
Gate 4. There's no way out.
Okay. I assumed there was no way out, honestly, at gate 1. To be honest, like I felt like
wait, guys, hold the phone. There are 3 open gates behind me.
Yeah, wait.
It looks like there's literally a very clear way out.
I can
and it's
get
just
out of here.
backwards through the gates.
Yeah, just go back. Yeah, good point. Good point, Mike.
Gate 5. Feel the fire.
Wait a minute. That's not a gate. Feel the fire is. I guess there's fire at this gate.
Gate 6. Pick up your weapons and fight.
Wait a minute. Now I gotta. Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on. Gates 1 through 4. I'm assuming since gate 5 was feel the fire. Gates 1 through 4, no fire. Just
Yeah.
We're in hell.
No, you just feel it in that gate.
Yeah, you just feel the fire. You feel it. You feel the fire.
Yeah.
To be.
And then
It's always there.
And then 6 is pick up your weapons?
Yeah, I think so.
Why are you going to give me weapons?
Oh, well.
Are there still more gates?
Fight.
Wait, I think it's just fight at this point.
Fight. And dance with the devil.
Fucking party.
I mean, this is pretty badass.
I want to go to this freaky devil raid.
I know, right?
Did I go through the gates yet? Am I in the gate?
I think we're in the gate, bro. We're dancing with the devil.
In gate 6.
The gates are open.
Well, hold on.
Yeah,
now
that contradicts what he said earlier. He said
there's no way out, but you just told me all the gates are open.
Yeah.
This leads me to believe these gates weren't keeping anyone out, really, because you opened them and immediately told everyone to come in.
Bad locks, bad locks on the gates, bro.
And plus,
they gave you weapons too, though. So if you want to fight your way out, fuck it, do it.
Plus, also with the frequency, he didn't really let any song play in between the gates, so I assume the gates are literally like right on top. It's like you open one gate and you're staring at the next gate already.
I feel like that's the way I interpret the gates.
It's like gate 1 open, and the space to gate 2 is only just enough so that the gates of the second gates can fully open, and then it's gate 3. Same deal.
We can run through the gates, you know what I mean? Like from one to the next one. Like we can get back to the next one. I think so. I
think the gates are more of a fleshlight scenario, really. But
I would like to. Can I stay like right before gate 3? Can I still hear the devil's music so I could just party
in gate? Yeah, like 3 or 4 maybe, like before it gets too crazy. Yeah,
I've always been more of like a parking lot party kind of guy.
Yeah,
so
I think that's acceptable.
Gate 1, Gate 2, Gate 3, Gate 4, Gate 5, Gate 6.
Where have I heard that before? God damn it, Ty. You're this guy. You just did your 666. Like he did exactly your 666. Do you hear it?
You can't
Did you
not
hear
do
it, Mikey? Did you hear it, Mikey?
I did.
He
like,
sounded exactly like Ty when he does the 666. Listen to it. Listen to it.
Gate 4, Gate 5, Gate 6.
It's exactly like Ty.
Yeah. This is Ty.
This is we know.
This is at some underground warehouse in Wisconsin, and Ty's just doing his devil magic.
this is at PRs.
Oh, this is what was going on at PRs, huh?
Well, the only way you're doing this is if they're selling you a bunch of coke.
Fight and dance with the devil.
That's pretty good, right? That's pretty good.
To be fair, if you go to PRs and do a bunch of coke, you're probably going to be fighting or dancing.
Or you might turn into a kind of weird gothy devil guy and put on a good party, maybe.
Well, I mean, I'm glad you like the devil stuff because I got one more devil clip.
Oh, sweet devil.
Yeah. But this one has probably, I think, the most genius lyrics of all time. This is more like, kind of like it's more of a modern band, and maybe they're trying to make it big on like the underground metal scene or something. Haven't heard of them, but yeah, we'll check it out because they do really have really great lyrics. Just listen to the lyrics.
Motherfucker, we hate you, Everyone's self-important and fucking thinks their shit don't smell. I'm gonna pull my pants down, so kiss my ass and go to hell.
I mean, already. I mean, this is some quality music. Ty, like, look. I mean, this guy. Look at this guy. You know, like, look at this fucking guy.
I don't know if I like this devil more or the last devil.
A good devil though. He's a good devil, right? He's got some good.
Who
devil.
is this?
I would have to look it up actually again. I didn't write the name of the band down.
And fucking thinks their shit don't smell. I'm gonna pull my pants down, so kiss my ass and go to hell. Fuck your fucking life. Wish you would fucking die.
I mean, motherfucker. There's a lot of that. Fuck your fucking life. Wish you would fuck. I mean, these are good lyrics.
Hate your face.
I mean, this is what the devil would really. This is what he would sing about, right? Like, this is what he would actually say.
Fucking life. Wish you would fucking die. We hate your face. Eat shit and die today. We hate your face. We fucking hate you. We hate your face.
Yeah, that part. That's weak devil. That's weak devil.
Yeah,
You
lame
know?
sauce devil.
Lame devil.
And to be fair, he's making the devil sound like every other like shitty whatever they're a butt rock band that they're making this.
This devil can do better.
Eat shit and die today.
I like that part. Eat shit and die today. That's a good line.
We hate your face. We fucking hate you. We hate you. We hate you. We hate you. We hate you.
This guy's shredding pretty good, though. You know? He's got a good shred. He's got a good shred.
We hate your face. Eat shit and die today. We hate your face. We fucking hate you. We hate your face. Eat shit and die today.
I mean, it's a good lyric right there. You know, we hate
I
your-
think I've come to the point in my life where I never want to hear somebody sing in metal. It's got to be like guttural scream or nothing.
Yeah, it was good. It was better at the beginning, right? And then he went all new metal.
We hate your face. We fucking hate you. We hate you. Motherfucker.
Yeah, that part's good right there. I like that part. The motherfucker, like that part's good. I like that.
Hate you. Motherfucker. We
Yeah, that part.
hate you. Motherfucker. We hate you. Motherfucker. We hate you.
There you go. There's another devil, guys. I gave you a
Pretty
couple.
sick.
That's a couple Christmas devils. You like my Christmas devils for you? I gave you 2 Christmas devils. All right. I got 2 more clips, but this one I need you all to pay attention to. Okay. This is a big deal clip. You ever hear about when Billy Joel went to Russia?
No.
What a weird lead-in.
All right.
You remember that one time?
Remember that one time Billy Joel went to Russia? Okay, so I'm about to show you a clip of Billy Joel. This is him.
Is this like last year?
No. This is back in the 80s. This is like not too long, like after like the wall fell and shit, right? Like this is 80s Joel. He's probably high on cocaine. He's probably drunk off his ass. It is Billy Joel, but he's over there in Russia and he's trying to make he invested a lot of money in this concert series over there. And I'll give you more behind the scenes and more like context after I play the clip. But Billy Joel gets very, very angry. And I want you to just check out how angry Billy Joel is at this concert. I've never seen Billy Joel like this. I think you'll enjoy it.
Stop lighting the audience. Why does it always seem to hit me in the middle of the night? Stop it. Told me there's a number I can always dial. Let me do my show, for Christ's sake.
Okay.
That's not real.
This is real. This is real, dude. This is real. It's cut. It's cut. 'Cause for the highlights, I'm gonna start it back over. But check it out. Here we go. Billy Joel. Here we go.
Take control, get a hold of my emotions. Stop lighting the audience. Why does it always seem to hit me in the middle of the night? Stop it. Told me there's a number I can always dial. Let me do my show, for Christ's sake.
Look at that fucking keyboard guy.
Let me do my show, for Christ's sake. He's okay.
Apparently, they were lighting the audience.
I'll tell you the story. I'll give you the backstory after we're done. But yes. This is in Soviet Russia. It plays into it.
It's not sometimes a fantasy. It's all you need.
He's fucking pissed. Joel is fucking pissed. He's thrown.
He's off the rocker now.
Yeah, no, he's fucking fuck this shit. He's yelled at. Oh man, he's so mad.
That keyboard guy is my hero. I love him.
He's pissed.
Nope. Yep.
Here comes Joel.
Yep.
All right, here comes Billy Joel.
What's up, bitches? Fuck.
smashing his mic stand into pieces. Like,
I mean, yeah.
Billy Joel is pissed. Oh, Jesus Christ. Like, that is not, like, fucking around stage performance, like, breaking shit. No. That is, I'm fucking pissed.
I'm pissed, Joel.
Yeah. So, here's the backstory behind it. While performing Sometimes a Fantasy, the audience kept getting attention from spotlights, which angered Joel as he felt it was making it harder to connect with them, right? So he's over there in Russia. This is at the end of an 11-month world tour that he had sunk his own money into, and he was trying to make this Russian tour like a big success. Like, he was going to be like that first guy to play in, like, I think it was like 3 different venues in Russia, right, at the time.
Yeah.
So
he's the big boss. He's yelling at all the. I'm high as fuck up there, like spotlighting this one cute audience member. I'm like, check out this bitch. She's awesome. So he's like, hey, dickhead.
Apparently, like, to him, like, the crowd weren't quite into his show as they were at other places in the world that he was used to. On top of that, it was being broadcast to the world as like a distinct pleasure in being like, it was the first to engage in like a full-blown stadium tour across 3 cities in the country. So he had, like, this shit was being broadcast live to the world in some areas of the world. So you can see why he would be like, he's put his own money behind this, right? He's got like family over there, like a crew of over 100+ people, it says. But the Soviet crowd, raised by decades of Iron Claw, like, or Iron Curtain, like, type of like Soviet, like monitoring and all that, right? So they stopped dancing and froze like a deer every time like the light would hit them. Because they didn't know, like, they're like, oh shit, someone's watching.
Yep.
So he was actually, like, this one seems like he's going off the deep end, like, for the wrong reason, but he's going off the deep end for the right reasons. Is that he was essentially, like, trying to let them enjoy a concert, and even though it might have been, like, an innocent thing, like someone just shining a light on the crowd or whatever, every time that happened, the Soviet crowd wasn't used to it. So they would like, oh, like, I can't, dance or whatever because the government's watching me. So it went on and on. all through the night. And yeah, so basically he was just getting pissed at like the that's why he yells at the beginning, right? He yells at the beginning.
Stop lighting the audience. Stop lighting the audience.
Stop lighting the audience. And that's the whole story behind that. And I just found that absolutely fucking fascinating, this whole like tale. I'm pretty good with like my rock and roll history. I'd never heard this one. Have you, Ty?
I remember some stories about just that tour in general, but I don't remember that.
I never heard this one. I've never heard that one. Yeah. No. I thought I don't know. Thought you guys would find that interesting, and also just like his obvious, like, goddamn, the way he really does get pissed and like bash that, like, it's like the.
So did he leave? Like, was that the end?
Like fucking Who concert, bro.
Oh.
Jesus Christ! Like that one there. It's like he's getting like a guard off his stage or something. Like he was fighting like Russian, like troops or government people, like handlers and shit. I bet you he was probably like, I'm doing my fucking show. Fuck you. I think there's something to that. I'd love to, I'm going to have to research that more to know more about that whole scenario. But good thing is that we have this one to wrap up with. And this one is, I think I found your actual biological father again, Ty.
There's a lot of them out there.
Yeah. This is Chris Holmes. And Chris Holmes has a song called "They All Lie and Cheat," and it's 6 minutes long. So we're gonna, and it has a very long intro, but it's more than just that, because you're gonna get a little bit of his life, I think, and just who this man is. Check out Chris Holmes.
Not bad on the guitar.
Okay, so I want to point out he's not playing anything that is like on like that is being played that you hear. Like he's just
strumming.
He's doing a bit of a strum. I also want to point out that the video he is recording behind the green. There's a green screen behind him,
Right.
But
it's going to go into play, right? I hope they use it.
But there's nothing, they've chosen not to utilize.
Is the whole video green screen background with nothing in it?
Most of it.
No way.
And
they did him dirty.
And there's a table with a set of electronic drum set on top of there. You'll hear. It's also it gets to a point, Ty. I'm not kidding. When I first heard this, I'm like, did I leave this playing in one browser while like watching it? So it's like off time, like there's two of them playing or something. Like I felt for a minute like no, it's just the song. The guitar is dope. This guy fucking rolls though. Oh yeah.
Get it.
What is that guitar? Like,
That
what
is-
is it?
that's a
California cop? Is that a California cop guitar? Is that what that is? Is
That looks like a fucking badge.
Yeah, it's
I
like a
don't know.
California cop badge guitar, which is pretty okay. I mean, so pretty dope so far, and now and now we get into this. Okay, so
I know we all like Freebird. Let's play these same chords, make up our own jam.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
It's the new bird, bro.
Should've known better.
Okay.
Well, there you ruined it. There it is.
That guy is awesome.
This guy.
The first line was "should have known better."
Well,
Yeah.
the best part, the best part is his inability to lip sync to his own song, and I just want to point that out as you're watching.
Should've known better. Fuck. What can I say? Young dumb and I wanted some. Wouldn't listen to anybody anyway.
Dumbass.
My pops done told me, son, listen to me. Don't trust that damn witch. Only in time you'll see.
I mean,
I don't know if he's my dad, but he's at least like 17 other people's dads. It is the most.
Why would he be doing it on an acoustic guitar, though? He clearly has an electric guitar there. Why wouldn't you continue to use it?
You're just making an awesome music video, bro.
That guitar is for solos and solos only, Mikey. You don't use that when you're
regular picking.
Yeah, no. That's not right. Okay, now we got a storyline too. Like they've already told him he's a piece of shit at some point in the video. Like now
they told him to stay away from that witch woman.
Yeah.
Don't worry, sweetheart. I'd never screw you over. You sleep with your best friend?
I also look at the back of his denim jacket, cut off denim jacket. Look at his back.
Pretty good.
Middle finger.
His good old middle finger backpack. I like that. Like
I'm gonna sleep with all your friends.
Did she say? What did she? She's gonna fuck all
said,
of his
fuck
friends.
everybody.
He said, "Don't worry, baby.
I'm gonna sleep with all your friends."
Oh man!
Now for the second time. Son, listen to me. You didn't learn from the first one. You're on the same damn street, can't you see? Blind as a bat, just flying in the wind. Like a dog living for the moment, only to catch his bone again.
What the fuck?
What?
Yeah.
How? Okay.
This is so good. It's so good.
I've composed myself now, I think.
Polk County? Polk County.
This does scream Polk. This guy and two other guys who look almost identical to him have been playing at some bar in Polk County for the last 15 years.
It's someone's kid eventually was just like, we should make a music video for these guys, you know, and
For my dad.
yeah, for my
stepdad.
It's Uncle Steve. It's Uncle Steve's band, but it's not his real uncle. You know what I mean? Like there's like something going on, and then
he showed up for a party like 6 years ago and just won't fucking go home.
and the kid knows enough. He's like, you know what we should do? We can. All right, we'll shoot you in front of the green screen, but then the kid never figures out how to like do anything.
The chroma key and everything.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to do that part. So he's just like, okay, well, it looks pretty cool with you in front of like the, just the green. That's pretty cool. So we'll just...
Hey, Tammy, I thought you said you could put me in front of somewhere cool, like I'm playing in front of like
space or something.
Like
I want to be in like space or
like
Mars. Could we do
Fortnite.
Mars? Where would you go, Mike? Where would you put me?
I figured you could put me in my band out in front of Wiggler's, the strip club down there on
Wigglers!
Highway 1.
You know, something with some neon.
Wiggler's
Yeah.
got that good patty melt.
Yeah, little back alley, maybe. You know, we could
They
put
got a
it-
nice, they got a chain link fence. I think will look bad as hell.
That look pretty cool too. If like at the end, maybe like there's like a beach behind me with like the shore and stuff, like the waves they coming in like crashing. Like, but I'm there, you know, as the song goes out, like with my guitar and stuff. It's
And
pretty,
there's like two, at least 3 chicks in bikinis there with.
Yeah. You put them in, you can CGI that. You whatever the term, I don't know, AI, CGI, FBI. It's all the same to me, right, boys?
Yeah.
Oh
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? You know what I'm saying?
Suck a dick. What? So this is about the time, Ty, that it starts. He's done all right so far, but anybody that knows anything about music, if you listen closely, it's about this time in the song, the timing, like he's lost. The timing starts going right, like he's lost his click track or his metronome. You know, like just listen.
Well, you know what Mama told me. Take it all, baby. Take it all. After I drag your dick in the dirt, I'm gonna step on your face and leave you for dead. Trust me. Don't turn your
The drummer on
He turned
this,
his back right away.
He did.
Cold.
We all like Yeah, we all like all that bullshit will drive.
You know, because that's what we needed. Like,
If you think this dude he started playing music in the 80s. And he's like, that's what I learned to play, and that's all I'm playing.
that's all I will play. That's what it is.
Go live a rock. Idiot. Dumbass. Yeah, I'm gonna dump that fucker after I take.
There's definitely
This shit went wild.
yeah, this shit. All of a sudden, he's
got really political.
Yeah, went political, and now he's trying to make Barack. I mean, I did not know that Barack Obama was a Nazi. I didn't know that until I saw this video. So thank God he did that. You know. So
To be fair, the other Nazis are going to make fun of him because he's got a loose salute.
Yeah, very. Yeah, it's kind of weak, right? It's kind of.
I mean,
like,
his pinky's not even like on with the rest of his hands.
That's what I feel like. Anyway, that was Klebs.
Clips. You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips.
Pretty sure that was like the best clips that's ever been done. Like
good clips.
was
Pretty
that
good
high up
clips.
there on your clip list? Like, what do you rate that? What are you
Clips.
guys? What are you gonna? Come on, rate my clips. Rate my clip.
Oh, you said it was all you?
Oh yeah.
Don't die.
Well, I'm taking points off for that.
No, I was it
First.
was just a wrong pipe.
I feel
Mm.
like the guy who nails clips doesn't drink out the wrong pipe.
Well, I mean, Ty, what do you give that out of 10? What do you give that out of 10?
6.4.
Oh, that's a all right. So you won't be getting any Christmas presents
No.
or anything for me. All right, not duly noted.
But I'm going second, so I can see how this has affected my
Uh-huh.
judgments. I'd say that's at least an not 10?
I mean, don't go.
9.3.
No, you're insincere. I don't believe you one bit that and you don't get anything either. You're almost fired.
I had to
for
contemplate
your
it for
lies.
so long.
You're
That's how you
you're a
know
liar.
it's sincere.
You're a liar. That's not what you meant. That's at least Ty was sincere. You were not sincere. You're worse than Ty. You're below him. He will get
So
money.
but you still punished Ty even though he was sincere.
Yeah.
This is my life.
Yeah. Yeah. It just be better next time, okay?
So even if you lie with a good score,
well,
still bad.
Yeah. Well, you gotta be.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you dumb?
What do you expect?
Yeah, are you dumb? Are you dumb? Like, I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, you know the drill. This is how the show works. Okay.
I rated high.
Okay. Well, yeah, but you were insincere.
I always rate low. You
Yeah.
gotta do
Yeah.
your shit.
But he was nice about it rating low. You were just you're insincere jerk off.
I was reading the room.
No, you read it wrong. You read it.
I read your face.
Nope. Done. You didn't like the Billy Joel. I mean, come on. That Billy, I put in.
I think
all
he was
that-
being a little overreactionary.
I think Billy Joel.
It was kind of good. It was pretty. I mean, yeah.
I think Billy Joel did a great job there. I think he.
All right, 6.9 just to be the 669er guy.
I think it's. I mean, I'm giving myself a solid 8.0 on that one, and it's an 8.0 is the record. So just that's what it is.
For the record.
Yeah.
All right.
I've definitely myself given Tom at least a 9.1.
What?
You said 8. You said a fair 8 was the record, and I'm like, well, we've given Tom at least 9.1s, and hell, I even think a 9.5.
No, for the record, like today, for the record.
Oh, I thought he meant like it's the record, and I'm like, it's definitely not the record. We've rated things at the 9s. We're playing porn up sounds.
Yeah, it's my new drop. It's my favorite drop. I've used it 3 times and no one's acknowledged it yet, so I'm gonna keep playing it.
Because it gives a weird familiar boner, and you're like, all right.
Yeah, that's for everybody that's out there. That's my new drop. It's the best drop that's ever existed in radio. So shut up.
Do you really use it 3 times? I mean, before, like.
Oh yeah, I used it a ton of times before. You guys didn't even pay attention.
No, because here's the thing, Owen. I think if we're talking and you play it, we can't hear the sound effect.
Well, now you got it. Now you.
Well, you played it in dead air. Everyone got it, Owen.
What?
Yeah, right.
Somebody's gonna be listening to this at their house, and that noise is gonna just. That's why it is the greatest drop. It ruins. It can be a ruiner.
Yeah,
I think it's fun.
I think it's gonna make people think that they've got something else going on their phone they forgot to close out, and they're gonna go to their Safari. They're gonna be listening to the podcast. They're gonna be like, oh shit!
Oh,
and that's what's gonna happen.
You leave porn tabs open?
I have done.
I don't
do it by. I don't do it necessarily. But I have done by accident. But yeah, no. Like I try and get rid of that sin. As soon as it's done.
I gotta get rid of the guilt.
To be fair, I don't look at porn on my computer. I only look at it on my phone.
No, that's me. But still, there's a tab that you gotta close. You gotta.
Now that I will say, like people have asked, like, oh hey, can like even when people are just like, hey, can I my phone's dead. Can I use your phone to make a call? I'm like, yeah, just 1 second. Open up my browser.
Yeah, let me make sure
delete the full history, delete all the tabs, delete everything else. Fresh Google screen.
You are the most paranoid human.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, now you can use like the phone app. You're not even getting on the internet, but I don't trust them.
Oh no, my first thing if I go in my it's Safari thing, I hit that and then I go new one, Pornhub. Second one down from Wrestling Observer. Yeah. And then Amazon.
You're still a Pornhub guy?
Yeah, what are you on?
I alternate between X videos, X hamster, and XNXX.
Oh no,
I'm the X hubs.
I'm still hubbing. And then I got after that it's like Amazon, then my email, so it's like wrestling, porno, spend money, email, and then it adds other ones where like I don't need the Chatterbait one. Why are you there? Like get out of here.
Because you by default are at that site almost as much as you're at Pornhub.
I know, but I don't go there. It's
a pop-up.
It makes so I gotta.
Why would you even go to Chatterbait where you literally have to pay to do that stuff when you can literally get on like Omegle and just jerk your dick and keep pressing
That's what I'm saying though. It's just a pop-up. You play a video, some pop-up comes up in the same
One
browser.
of you have I've never done that. One of you have gone on one of these, got a boner, and done the thing on like a jerk off cam. Have you jerked off?
No.
Ty.
Mikey?
You look guilty. Ty looks guilty.
No.
Ty's never done it on Omegle. He's definitely gone to cam girl websites and jerked off for cam girls.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you he's put it on his junk too, and then like it's a mutual jerk. I bet you.
You can get some good side money out of that though. It's all right.
See,
as long as you get.
He's diabetes.
As long as you got a serious hog.
You just gotta have a dong.
Diabetes dick over here. He goes and
check it out,
and he Wilford Brimley's the world.
Bro, he's got to. They probably would call him out because he'd be like, "Oh, I'm coming. I'm about to come. I'm going."
And then they get all disappoined because
they're like, "You didn't come. You're a liar.
You're a liar."
I'm gonna make my gimmick like my gimmick will be videos with like CGI crazy cum falls or some shit, just because I can't do it.
Mikey,
yeah, just like fucking. We'll have a green screen. Pour on the whatever you want to pour on.
We need
liquid gelatinous white goo.
We need to wrap this up because I can't be this disgusting just before Christmas. Okay, and
you don't want to talk about some cum camming?
I don't.
Cum cannon.
I don't. I guess I don't know if this will be aired before. It's too Christmas adjacent. It's a wholesome time of the year, guys. Why are you being so disgusting? You're being awful.
Because I like spraying semen out of the tip of my weenie.
Oh God.
I actually don't miss it. I'm gonna say that much. Like I still get the joy of like, getting off.
All right. well Mike's gonna wrap things up with a little this or that,
Yeah.
I got hang on.
I'm gonna start it off, cum or no cum.
Is your theme song for the this or that right? Ladies and gentlemen, this or that.
Hi, we're your weather girls. And have we got news for
Okay.
you? You better listen. Get ready, all your lonely girls, and leave those umbrellas at home.
A really long intro for my segment. We're trying to go.
I just wanted to make sure that you got, a proper, weather
Fading it back up.
Weather girls.
Yeah,
intro,
keep going.
Fading it back up, dude.
Don't stop.
Welcome to This or That. It's another game I like to play where I give you guys some options and you guys pick.
Fuck copyright. Oh yeah. Oh, it's such a good song, by the way.
Man is a great song.
That's why I chose. That's why I chose it for your intro tonight.
Well, after that amazing, albeit quite long intro, welcome to This or That, the game where I give you all some options and let you guys pick. You all pick, and then I tell you my pick when we're all done.
Okay.
This one this week is not very special because I believe we've done bits and pieces of this one before, but this is another food edition of This or That, y'all.
I love a good food edition of This or That. These are
Food editions. They're so good because I mean, we all eat. We all love to eat. We got a bunch of foodies right here. We all like to eat and cook.
Man, I've been making food. I've been eating food. I've been doing all sorts in the kitchen, man.
Yeah. So we're gonna hop right into it. The first question right here we got, guys. When you go out, would you prefer to get appetizers or prefer to get dessert?
I'm not. This is not even a question for me. This is an easy one. This is a done.
I've shifted over the years, though. Like, in all honesty, dessert never really came in the question until later in life. But I still probably would have to pick appetizers out of the two.
It's appetizers, man. Like,
you can't deny it.
Yeah. I mean, you're not appetizers over dessert for sure. Like, if you have the choice,
I feel like Mikey, you're the same, right?
I am. Desserts are less appealing to me. I would just rather have a lot of the savory and like the salty flavors than almost any sweet one.
Best appetizer at a chain restaurant, go.
Bloomin' Onion.
Bloomin' Onion. Goddamn it. It's Bloomin' Onion.
So, I'm just an onion fanatic.
Dude, Bloomin' Onion. I'm right there with you. with you.
And the sauce that they make for like
the
horseradishy,
like whatever it is, mayo-y.
It's like horseradish spicy mayo. It's so
good. It's good.
And I hate mayo. You all know that. I hate mayo.
I fucking hate mayo, but that sauce is
Bloomin' Onion sauce, bro.
Sauce is good.
Fuck me up with that Bloomin' Onion
We've talked about it before, but it was close. All right. Tony Roma's had the onion loaf, and the onion loaf I think might have been better than the Bloomin' Onion. But
I will say one thing that really got me that was always like a super crazy good
appetizer
app for me was people make Reuben egg rolls. Dog.
I don't know what that is.
I've had those though.
It's all the parts of the Reuben. So it's corned beef, sauerkraut, Swiss cheese.
I could do that. Yeah, that sounds good,
bro. And they put it inside of an egg roll wrapper and fry that bee up. I like it because you get a Reuben, but it's crispy on the outside instead of being crunchy bread.
Okay, given the choice out of the two, are you gonna go mozzarella stick or potato skin?
I'm a cheeseman.
That's really hard.
It's hard, right?
Potato skins usually it's just a boat of cheese and bacon and sour cream and chives. But man, a cheese stick with good marinara sauce.
It's tough.
Oh,
it's a tough app to decide between the two. What do you get? You're going with Mott's, Ty?
Out of those two, yes, but I still just want to shout out jalapeno peppers reign supreme.
Oh, okay. Well, jalapeno poppers are great, but it depends on which jalapeno popper. Are you going cream cheese jalapeno popper, or are you going cheddar cheese jalapeno popper?
Cheddar.
Cream cheese is the only answer. No. No cheddar.
Oh, wow. This
nacho cheese style. Like
no, fuck that. Cream cheese.
if you get people who can get like queso in them, well, you just won.
Yeah. Mike's right on this one. Like cream cheese is good, but I think you got to go with the cheddar
here's the
cheese.
Thing. So here's the thing. I think the cream cheese neutralizes too much of the heat from the pepper. Whereas the nacho cheese can kind of like complement and even add a little bit more spice if your jalapenos are lacking.
I like both, but I prefer the cream cheese ones. Yeah, I can't
We
stop
didn't
myself.
answer the question: mozzarella sticks or potato
Oh.
skins.
I did. I went Mott's on that. That's what yeah.
Mike?
I'm gonna go mozzarella sticks. But it's so close. It's so hard to pick.
I'm potato skins on that one. I'm definitely potato skins on that.
It's fair because they're both
Cheese.
so good. Like I said, they're like right on top of each other.
Okay, so since we haven't addressed it, this was appetizers and desserts. Where do we go with desserts? Everybody, top dessert. Yeah, you going Bananas Foster?
Bananas Foster. It's like my favorite dessert of all time.
I don't even think I've had it ever.
Oh,
really?
dude,
Ever?
I don't think I have.
It's a dream, man.
Ever?
All right, I'm gonna have to fuck with it. You're gonna have to.
If you're cool with bananas and chocolate, and I think a little bit of caramel.
Yeah, I'm fucking cool with all that shit.
Then yeah, you'll probably, and because they usually make like either a sweet bread. I've seen people do waffles. The base of it's usually some sort of bread or like waffle concoction. But man, I can't. You just got to eat one.
I'm an
It's so
I'm
good.
an apple pie guy, man. A nice, like really well done apple pie, and especially too if I got a blob of vanilla ice cream, like that to me is like the perfect dessert. Like a vanilla ice cream with an apple pie. Oh, mwah.
If you do apple pie, crust top or crumb top?
I prefer. I mean, as long as it's nicely browned, I don't really mind. But I think I prefer crust top over crumble. Crumble, like apple, there's apple pie and apple crumble. I will eat them both, but I think apple pie is better than crumble because I like mixing it all in myself and breaking the, like the top of the crust in with it.
Yeah.
And, like, I think you get more. I think I'm really a big fan of a good crust, and I think you get more of it with a pie than a crumble. Crumbles like. You get almost like too much of a dusting of it. You don't get enough of the real hearty like pie. Like, and that's what I like. I like that. Like
my problem too is with a lot of crumb tops, man. People don't process that crumb down enough, and so you'll get like a fucking chunk of crumb in the top of your thing, and if it's overbaked even slightly, that thing is like biting a rock.
Yeah, I can see that.
If you don't process the crumb down enough, like I don't care for it. But I would go crust top if I had my choice.
Crust. Give me a good crust. All right, moving on. What's the next one you got here?
All right, guys. So the next couple questions are just going to be more restaurant specific. So we're gonna start when you're at your Italian spot and you're getting a nice plate of spaghetti.
All right.
Would you rather, if you're gonna have meat on that plate, would you rather have meat sauce or would you rather have a meatball?
Sauce.
Saucy boy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go.
You prefer meat sauce over having a meat like a meatball or several meatballs.
So you're saying because I've had it obviously where you've had a meatball, but you've also had a meat sauce with it. So you're saying
that's an expensive plate now.
Well, no, that's like more like at a friend's house or something, right? Like that's,
yeah,
right. So what you're saying is, if I have the choice, so it's like I don't really like Italian sauce when it doesn't have meat in it. So
fair point.
Like
meat sauce is meat sauce. Gotta have it.
Yeah, it's like so that's the gravy, and you might be putting meat gravy, meat sauce on top of the meat.
Meatballs are cool. I'm not hating on them.
Yeah, but I
need my meat sauce.
Yeah, meat sauce. It's meat sauce. That's the answer.
I'm right with you guys.
Answer. Yeah.
I prefer to have like a meat sauce over having like a plain spaghetti sauce and then putting a meatball on.
I had to think that one through. Like it was, but no, like at the end of the day, yeah, meat sauce. Yeah. All right. I do like a good meatball though. I do like a good.
A well-made meatball is.
Yeah. Don't knock a good made meatball.
All right. So moving on, we're now going to a little bit of the Orient. When you go to the Asian spot,
I don't
gentlemen,
think you can say that, bro.
no, Oriental is describing anything
Oh,
made.
wait, maybe that's the part you can say. We're going to the Orient.
No, we're going to an Oriental restaurant because it's something that is made by people from the Asian influence.
Whatever. I'm gonna dance with the devil on this one.
Oriental. You could say Oriental rugs. You can say Oriental food.
Wait a minute. Okay, they got rugs. Let me see a rug.
I mean, an Oriental rug. Get the hell out of here. So when you go to the Asian spot, gentlemen, and they ask you that pivotal question,
no,
do you want lo mein or fried rice?
Oh man, you're doing what I did to you. The lo mein fried rice.
Which one do you want, bro?
Shit, dude. It's lo mein.
I know my answer.
It's lo mein. Like, I think I always go.
I'm on the fried rice side.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Well, I'm gonna break this tie because I way prefer lo mein. Lo mein. I'm a noodle. I'm a noodle man.
Well, okay. All right. That's good.
And here's the other reason. Because fried rice is great the first time, but it reheats for shit.
Lo mein reheats.
Lo mein reheats fine.
Perfect.
2-3 days. If you get a big enough lo mein that you got 3-day-old lo mein and it's still
I won't
good,
go. No, my lo mein gets 2 days tops, and at the end of the second day, it's out. It's out. No matter how
you know
much
what I'm saying.
it gets punky.
You can have it the original day, it's great. You can have it day 1 reheated, great. Day 2, great, and then you throw.
What's your lo mein? Which one are you going with? Where do you go?
Usually beef.
Beef? Oh yeah, see, that's my
pork
thing.
I've had pork lo mein, and the pork they used I wasn't happy with the pork they used.
Teresa likes the shrimp lo mein. I'm like, nope, get that fucking out of here. Like,
I can't because my wife has the shrimp allergy. So
yeah.
we settle on beef as like a really solid.
It's a good base. It's always a good lo mein. And my favorite thing to do is get a thing of crab rangoons, the good old triangles. I love dipping them in the beef sauce of the lo mein and scooping up the lo mein with my crab rangoon triangle, the beef lo mein, into my mouth as like a utensil.
That's like a serpent turf, an Asian serpent turf.
That's what I do. That's
pretty smart.
It's good. You should try it out.
All right, gang.
All right,
so we lo mein won that round, but moving on.
Yeah.
Going to some place that I know we all love. Pornhub. When you go to Pornhub, do you prefer women that fuck while they eat or not eat? No. So when you go to this place we all love, when you go to the barbecue spot, and they ask you order all your food and you're all there, and at the end they hit you with this one. You getting cornbread or garlic toast?
Garlic toast. Not even a question. Not even a blink of the eye. Garlic toast. Garlic toast.
Garlic toast is fucking delicious, but cornbread wins.
Nah, fuck cornbread. Cornbread's overrated as shit. Cornbread is kind of garbage.
How dare you? No.
Cornbread is kind of garbage. I'll go out on a limb and say it. It's overrated bullshit. Give me my garlic bread.
All right, Ty. Here's where I'm going to say I like cornbread as well. But there are too many variables when you order cornbread because some places do plain cornbread and some do sweet. And you never know, so I just avoid it entirely. And the other thing is, I make a sandwich because I get sliced pork wherever we go. And I make a sandwich out of that garlic bread.
Goddamn right. Goddamn right.
That's how I was raised.
That's
to
how,
take the bread
yeah,
and make a sandwich so that we don't have to use sandwich that's or bread that's already in the house.
You got 2 slices of garlic bread. You got a bunch of fucking sliced pork. Oh, big ass. Throw some baked beans on that bitch. Throw everything in there.
You know what I had a real fucking hankering for the other day, which came out of nowhere? Do you guys have hoe cakes? Do you ever did you grow up with hoe cakes?
I don't know what that is.
That's the most Florida thing that you can imagine, but it's like a different derivative of
it's like another cornmeal thing, and it's almost like you.
Did you grow up with it? Do you know what hoe cakes are?
I feel like I've heard of them. So they're like just little.
It's
little
delicious.
Fried corn cake. Yeah.
Yo, you remember Shane, right? Like Shane, my boy that cuts hair
Yeah,
and
yeah.
DJ'd the wedding.
He made hoe
Yo.
cakes.
There was one time it changed my life. I was like, what the fuck is this?
No, I never
He
had
was
that.
like,
I honestly, I've never even heard of it. You brought up something. What the hell is a Kringle then?
you fucking Kringles. Do you
What are
guys know?
Kringles?
Do you even
Are
know
they
what a
Christmas
Kringle is?
Pringles?
Dude, what are Kringles?
I mean, it's like it's kind of like a large flat pastry. Kind of tastes like coffee cake in a way, but it's not. It's a real thin fucking wish I could paint the right picture
this
of what
is
a
some
Kringle is.
Wisconsin German bullshit that you guys have that we don't have down here.
So
They
yeah,
almost look like bear claws in a way.
kind of, sort of, kind of.
Give me
but
that.
it just
They're so fun, man. All right, like there's one that just
wait. It won't fucking say what.
It's got to be
fuck is
some
in it.
German
Delicious.
thing, right? It's
got to be like a Dutch or
yeah.
But it's like out here, there's like Kringle places, and it comes around like once a year. People are
Oh.
like, "Oh, did you get that Kringle? Damn!"
They almost look like Danishes because they're stuffed. The all the ones I'm seeing have like filling.
But they're usually bigger, like
They
Danish.
look like large circles. So it's like it's like a fucking Danish, a long. They sell those tray Danishes.
Yeah,
It's like that, but they made it into a fucking circle.
Okay.
I mean,
well,
again, I would eat. It looks like I would eat the fuck.
yeah, it looks
would
awesome.
love
They-
a Kringle.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's incredible. If you get a chance, have a fucking Kringle.
We don't have them down here for not
They're
like that.
they're from Denmark.
Yeah, it sounds about right. Yeah,
But
yeah.
so yeah, basically, Owen, if you want to go out and just get a Danish, it's almost like a single serving size of a
Alright.
Kringle.
You know what?
Because they're iced on top. It looks like really
Teresa got me a bunch of cinnamon rolls from Aldi. Same thing. I'll just eat one. Of them.
Same thing.
It's the
Same thing.
But again, it looks like really thin, like almost like probably like phyllo dough that they put a filling
Dude,
in.
I mean it when I say
They look like the jam. I
it's
want
so
one.
good. It's
Sounds
so
good.
good.
Sounds good. Sounds good. You got one more.
Yeah, I got you. So, all right, guys. So when we go to something we all like to do, we all like a fried chicken, yeah?
I
Goddamn
do.
right.
I do.
So when you hit up the fried chicken spot and they hit you with that question, do you want a wing, a leg, a thigh, or a breast? Where are y'all going?
Oh man. I don't know. Wing, thigh, breast. I mean, I'm a breast man when it comes to my chicken. I like my white meat, but I do
Yeah.
like me a good, dark, big, juicy thigh.
The thigh, yeah.
You know. But then
I
again,
love-
I like 'em. I like to nibble and suck the succulence off a wing. You know.
I
I
love
don't
leg.
Ooh. I'm gonna
I'm
Yeah.
a big leg man.
Legs are great. Don't get me wrong, but they aren't enough. Even though it's a little egg, it's delicious. You chew it up, it's great. But I want more. It's not enough. The thigh, I can live in the thigh. I live between the thighs. Let me in that thigh.
I think thigh would be my number one, with leg going number two.
I think it's breast though, man. I think I gotta go. If I'm picking out of all of them, I gotta pick one. I'm going with the breast. Like it's
I
the
consumed
lame
at least
answer,
one
but
chicken breast tonight.
I do love a good fried chicken breast where you've got that like tenderness inside, that juiciness, and you've got the skin and shit. I will contend KFC's chicken breasts are pretty fucking good. Better than Publix's fried chicken.
Better?
Yep.
Yee.
Yep. Publix's fried chicken is too salty. It's
I mean-
it's too salty. KFC's fried chicken is better than Publix's.
Now, do you go original
Oh.
recipe or extra crispy?
Original.
That's good. Actually, I when I was a kid, I liked the extra crispy, but now that I'm getting older, I think the original recipe is a little more my speed.
No, original and people will say that Popeyes fried chicken is better. No, it's not. KFC's,
I think Popeyes has better sides, if we're being honest.
all day. No, fuck Popeyes. Popeyes sucks. Give me
Cajun gravy though, man.
Nah,
Cajun
bro,
gravy is so good.
I don't want any part of that. KFC.
Red beans and rice?
KFC stomps.
Red beans and rice.
No, man. No. KFC stomps Popeyes in the ground, bro. Stomps it in the ground.
KFC wins because they have a pot pie that is actually pretty good.
Dude, you ever have one of them bowls with just get a bowl.
Mac or potato?
You go either way, man. Like
I
get out of here.
Okay.
Get out of here.
I have done this, and I think I'm probably an awful person for doing it, but I have gotten the Mac bowl from KFC, but asked them to put the gravy from the potato bowl on it and the corn, and they did. And bro, it was pretty fucking good.
Yeah, man.
Gravy on mac. I'm not gonna lie.
Gravy?
Poultry gravy on mac and cheese.
Oh, it works. You can do it. Oh,
It's
yeah.
good.
Oh, it's good. And then you mix that in with the potatoes. Like, it all becomes just a
potato mac. You ever get that at Wawa where they give you the option
No.
for the half and half?
I've never done
that.
Bro, and then you just stick the fork in, start swirling.
Okay. See, now we're talking. This is what we need to do with 2024. Because, guys, like...
More this or that.
More, yeah, I mean, that's the end of that. But, yeah, I mean, did we decide? I mean,
Wait,
no one
what? Are we
won.
canceling this or that?
I mean, maybe.
Are we done?
It's my whole bit. It's the only bit I do anymore.
Well, who won? Breast, wing, leg, thigh? I mean,
I think we were all over we all said, I think
over
we
the
all
place.
said, like, hey, I think the only one that got a multiple vote is a thigh. So I guess if anyone wins, it's thigh.
I guess.
Sexy thighs.
Whatever. I mean, thigh.
And thank you all. That was this or that.
This or that.
Yeah.
That's your song now.
It was Raining Men.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
It was good. It really fit. It was like totally part of the bit.
So
totally
banging.
It felt like it worked. Like that was the thing that I felt.
I don't feel like it didn't work.
So we are gonna talk about moving on into the new year 2024, the things that we have planned.
Coming in hot.
We're gonna. Oh yeah, man. You know how this goes. It's gonna be a big deal. With
Is it gonna be a bigger deal than this? Hold on, 4-hour show that we're currently doing?
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, is there a reason that's a problem? I mean,
no. I just thought it was funny because we said about 30 minutes ago that we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, I guess we should.
I'm just fucking with you. Let's keep going.
No. But I mean, I was whining
2024.
2024. We're gonna be doing we always joke about this, and yeah, we never do anything new. But what we are gonna be doing is bringing back the old death pool.
I think it's time, bro.
It's time.
The world has gotten to a point where I think we can start laughing at death again.
I think we're about to. And I think that we're about to bring it back.
Score it.
And bring everybody into the fold. So I'll be putting up some posts here soon. And then we're going to kind of start this with like a renewed sense of the new year, right? Like we're going to come back.
Draft?
And we're going to draft. That's the thing about the death pool. You can pick from the list, but all of us, no one can have the same person, right?
Right.
Like you're not allowed to have the same person in this draft. So when you
And
sign
how many people
up,
do we get?
well, it remains to be seen how many people sign up that want to be a part of the 2024 Death Pool draft.
So if we have a low player count, there's statistically a possibility we could have a high scoring season.
That's correct. And I've got a very lengthy list. And
I saw the list. It looks good.
The list is pretty stout. And as per the rules years before, you have to be involved in the death pool to get the list, but you cannot draft from outside the list. The name has to be on the list. You can't just like pull out from anywhere like, oh, I think of this person. No. Everybody has to have the same chance to pull from the same pool so that it's fair. If I'm anything, I'm a fair death pool runner. And we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it right. And if I do nothing else with Ono Radio Show next year, I'm gonna tell you this: it's gonna be a real good death pool year.
Fucking death pool. Owen's been putting a death pool together, predicting which ones he's gonna pick out of his bunch.
You know, Honey Boo Boo's
but it's
on
all
there.
gonna blow up in your face.
Honey Boo Boo, Ty. Honey Boo Boo's on there.
I'm still taking her.
First
round pick.
I mean,
there's 3 pages of names right now.
Yeah.
And I see some
some
good names.
Yeah, some good looking names on that list. There's I mean, I put a lot of thought in.
I'm not giving any names away, but
give me 3 names. Give me 3 names at random. That's on the.
All right.
All
right.
Yeah.
We got Shaq.
Oh yeah, Shaq's on there. I put Shaq on there just in case. Who knows?
We got.
He's a giant man. He might just die. You know.
Yeah.
That's true.
On the other end of the spectrum, we got Wee Man, Little Man.
Oh yeah, he was on the last one. Wee Man is always on the list.
Yeah.
Famous midgets go on the list. You know, like they.
And you know what? I'm gonna throw some real milk toast there in the middle. Bill Gates.
Oh yeah. Who knows? Bill Gates.
So we got Bill Gates, Wee Man, and Shaq on the list, and those are just a few of the names that you're gonna find on this Death Watch Death Pool list.
That's right.
So what I'm gonna need everyone to do who's listening, man, is start working it up, man. Get yourself ready. Start thinking of everybody who you think is gonna just kick the bucket this year. I'm talking bite the big one, head on home.
So many people gonna die.
I mean, it's gonna happen, guys. Let's just have a little fun.
Pretend that you're at a 90s, rave with the devil. and
he wants you to play the death pool.
He wants you to play the death pool. What is that? That must be gate 8 or 9.
Yeah,
maybe that was
it's in there.
You definitely don't even get to like the bar where they hold the death pool until it's like gate 12.
I mean, 13 would be cool. Like 13 is probably.
He did it at 12. He said he did it at 12 though, because 13 was so cliche.
Yeah,
he was the devil, but he didn't want to do it like that.
He's like, yeah, everybody thinks it's gonna be there, but okay, yeah.
We hit him one gate before. It surprises the hell out of him.
Well, I feel like gate 13 is anal sex, right? Gate 13 is anal. Is that?
Well, gate 13 just does look like a giant butthole. So
yeah.
They all look
anal
like
gateway.
Yeah. All right. Well, that being said, we wish you a Merry Christmas.
Segment 2 is now called Anal Gateway.
Anal Gateway. I can't call it that. I don't know. I don't know if I want to call
Rectal
it that.
Gateway?
No, it's not any better. Guys, seriously, I don't know when I'm going to release this. If we haven't released it by Christmas, then we wish you a Merry Christmas. If we wish to release this after Christmas, we also wish that you had a good Christmas. And we do hope that you'll join us for a very fun new year. That's what I'll say about
you
this.
Forgot. You forgot.
What did I forget?
If the world ends before we release this.
Oh, yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, you know what? Never liked you anyway. But
I want you to be clear. That's only if the world ends
Uh-huh.
before this comes out.
You know, I was thinking the same about you, both of you. You know, like honestly,
I love you. I respect you.
but
I hope you have a great
yeah,
new year.
But I kind of hope you smell
But-
farts. I kind of hope you don't. You know, you just don't like you that much. You know, I don't know.
But if this doesn't come out, you both can suck a dick and rot in hell.
That being said, we wish you a Merry Christmas. OWNRadioshow.com, Patreon.com/ONRS, Twitch.tv/ONRS Live. And boys, what do we say when we get out of here? Christmas, motherfucking
Ringle dicks.
Wrap the tinsel around your dick.